There you go. Include your audio.
Let's do this.
So, hello and welcome to the F1 division of the DRL League. We are here at our Sunday night race for the F1 division, as we said, and in the lovely sunny Yas Marina Bay of Abu Dhabi. I am joined again by my GP2 teammate, ibeast. So, welcome along, buddy.
I am back.
He's going to give me a hand with commentating and stewarding. Full grid again tonight. So we'll just take a quick rundown. Spiky Slong, Kai, Riffmaster, Salmonit, Pure Venoms is going to be taking a seat along with Poxic, the two Force India guys from GP2. They're going to be racing tonight for points because of a disconnection they had in their Friday race. So they're getting a second chance to collect some much needed points for the GP2 championship. We have Jism, One Luke, Ninja Penguin. We have our new recruit, RFNX Jack, so best luck to him in his debut race. Original XT, Wayne Hammer, and must have a Shag, and one Chop. So yeah, we have 14 drivers tonight, and hopefully going to be a good battle in the sunshine going into the sunset. Just want to give a quick shout out as well. Next Sunday we were going to have a new but old recruit back with us in Raratron. He's going to be rejoining the DRL League. He used to be a racer with us for a good while until he had to peel away off in a different direction with work commitments and stuff like that. But he will be back next Sunday, so looking forward to seeing him back on the track with the rest of the guys.
From Jack already.
So we'll jump right into the deep end and get on board with the new comer, NFX RFNS NX
nice
Jack.
and tidy.
Yeah, this guy boasting a lot of quick times around here. So let's see what he can do for his first debut run. Beautiful track here in the Yas Marina Circuit Bay.
41.9. Oh, that is quick.
This guy is already laying down the gauntlet for the rest of the F1 division, guys.
If he gets his lap in, you can just go back to the pits and sit there for the rest of the lap.
Yeah, beautifully around the tight right-handers into the back end of the circuit now into sector 3. Two quick right-handers for the final two corners. Clipping the apex beautifully, running wide. Harden the brakes, clipping the apex again to the right, out to the left and across the line. This is going to be quick. 140.2, so he must have lost time somewhere because that wasn't...
It looked like he was in the wrong gears for the last two corners.
So, is he going to go again or is he backing out of this?
Ninja
He's
Penguin,
backed out. Yeah, he's backed out.
Just under a tenth behind him.
Right, I'm aboard with the McLaren driver. Let's see what he can do.
He's out on the... Kai's just set his lap. 139.8.
Ooh, so Mercedes driver again on top form and laying down the gauntlet into the 139s goes the Mercedes driver, the first of them. Your thoughts on tonight's race, Beast? Any suggestions or predictions of who's going to be in contention for a victory?
I don't... Oh, this Jack guy looks really quick.
Yeah.
And obviously with Kai's really bad starts, I reckon there could be a first corner incident.
Yeah, Forrester, as we know, missing tonight as well. So unfortunately we don't have the Red Bull driver with us. So he's going to lose a few valuable points.
A few drivers missing this weekend, but they've been filled by our GP2 team competition. But most of them will be back next weekend, and then you'll all be missing.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Very tricky track this when it comes to strategy. 2 stops is possible. But I think what we've seen on Friday night's race, that it looks like a 3-stopper is quicker
I think you had the optimum strategy.
Yeah.
Which you
qualify on options and do your first stint to lap 12 and pit in at lap 12 for a new set of options. Take them to lap 24 to 26, then jump on the primes and take them to lap 42 or 3, and that should see you then to the end on a quick set of fresh option tyres to the end of lap 55, which is what I done on Friday night, and it worked. But that is to say, as long as you have a clean race and don't get caught in any incidents. Rain wise, I think we're safe enough here in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, as you find out, unfortunately. But yeah, tricky DRS zones here as well, because the first DRS zone seems to be irrelevant, because if you get caught in it, all you have to do is just tuck up behind the car and retake your position back in the second DRS zone. So.
And with so many cars on the grid, the strategies are going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
So this could really be an interesting race.
Toxic there, I think, on a bit of an invalid lap. Sam in it. Quick sector 1, but lost a bit of time in sector 2 in the Force India.
This is something new. Jism's actually going out on the option. Oh no, it just lagged into primes.
Oh.
I actually thought he was going to risk it for once.
So it might not be the worst decision to make around here to start on the option or the prime tyres, because they do last considerably longer than the options. So we will see different variations.
He did race on Friday with options, and he was quite quick towards the end.
Yeah, we will. We will. We will see. Different variations of strategies around here tonight.
The stream's looking good. They're all... Most of them are in the pits at the moment. Jack's coming out again.
Sam only qualifying provisional 5th at the minute. Pure Venom's in the Ferrari as a stand-in for tonight. As we said, the GP2 drivers will collect points and keep them for towards their GP2 standings if they do manage to score points, that is, tonight. So a lot of competition.
Let's just hope they don't win the race.
Yeah.
Well, for your sake, you just don't want Venoms to win the race.
I think as well, if we're correct in saying, as you calculated, that McLaren have potentially won the depending on the on tonight's
constructors.
Obviously these two guys are Force India drivers, so depending on their standings tonight and the points they collect, if it happens that they don't score many, then I think your calculations, if they're correct, that for McLaren in the GP2 division will have claimed Constructors' Championship. So hopefully that is the case for McLaren, and if not, we shouldn't be too far away from it. So Venom's now on a very, very quick one. 17.8 sector 1, 41.9 for sector 2. So this is going to be very quick indeed. Around the last few corners. Ooh, runs a little bit wide. Manages to get away with it though. He would have lost a lot of time, probably a few tenths. What can he do on the final two corners? Out as wide as possible. Cut in to the right. Cross the line. And that is, ooh, he lost a bit of time. 140.3, putting him into provisional 4th position.
Only 5 attempts to cover the top 5. Oh, yeah, it's quite tasty. Luke and Chisholm are on their laps now. Yeah. And Wayne.
Chisholm still on the prime tyres. Luke on the prime tyre as well. So Luke opting obviously to run a different strategy, probably trying to keep himself out of trouble in this race, hopefully. And will
for the
if he does manage to get away cleanly off the grid, then he will fall into his own little race, as the rest of the guys will be on option tyres, so he shouldn't have much traffic around him. Generally,
he's only about a second off the pace at the moment. It's not bad on the
which
primes.
Is not bad between the gap of the options to the primes. His sector 2 time seems to be literally just tenths of seconds Oh, an original XT has left the session. That is not good. So now, as Luke crosses the line, and
I
he
think
has
he just invalidated his lap on the last corner.
Lap at the end, which would have put a 142.3, which would have been very, very respectable indeed on the prime run. So he's going to have to go again. Just got a little too wide on the exit there of the final turn. Hard down to left and right hander, and works his way down.
Coming up to the last two corners to set his lap.
The hairpin. 18.2 for Juan Luke there in sector 1. That is pretty quick indeed. Wayne Hammer as well.
Goes up to 8th.
Also on the prime tyres. So the Mercedes of Shag up to 8th position, as Bisa said. Wayne is backing out of that one. So he is.
Jack's giving up his lap as well.
Yeah, 19.9 sector 1. That is pretty slow. Original's got back in, so he's going to miss qualifying, unfortunately.
But that's closed the lobby back up, because obviously us two are still appearing online.
Ninja Penguin obviously opting to back out of his lap. A lot of drivers do not want to damage their tyres. One Chop is currently in 5th position. One Chop, obviously the leader, the winner of last week's Grand Prix in Brazil.
He's got 42.6 on the primes in the second sector.
The runner-up, I should say, of last week's brilliant finish to Brazil in the F1 division against Forrester, who pipped him just at the end. So One Chop going to be looking to make amends. Yeah, so a quick rundown of the standings as we have them provisionally. 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes to go here in Abu Dhabi. Kai setting the time with a blistering 1:39.8. The Mercedes, RFNX Jack, the newcomer, a very, very respectable time of 1:40.2. Just ahead of 1:40.2 as well, Ninja Penguin, 1:40.3. And another 1:40.3 between Venoms and One Chop. So a half a second covers 5th to 1st position.
And there's a gap. And it's like the midfield cluster.
Jump back then nearly just under a second. Sam in it in 6th, the Force India, Riffmaster, and literally milliseconds between them two guys. In the Ferrari 7th, Mustafa Shag in 8th in the Mercedes. One Luke in the McLaren in 9th on primes, might we add. Jism in 10th. Original XT 11th. Poxic is 12th. Spiky Slong still to set a time. Wayne Hammer back in 14th position. So, just under 4 minutes to go here in the Yas Marina Bay. And of course, a beautiful spectacle of a track here in Abu Dhabi as the sun does set before the end of this race and the lights do brighten to reflect beautifully on these Formula 1 cars as darkness falls.
Especially at night.
Yeah.
Gorgeous cars.
Definitely going to be a beautiful spectacle to watch later on as the race starts to come to an end.
My pick for this race kind of isn't here. I was going to say Forrester was going to win this race.
Yeah.
Because he's been in dominating form lately.
Yeah, so obviously it's going to be between maybe Kai and the Mercedes.
It depends on what happens at this first corner.
Maybe this newcomer Jack could be a force to be reckoned with. Who knows?
And Moobs in the chat says it shows the quality of GP2. Our boys are in the top 5.
Yeah, sure does.
Yep, 4th place.
Hopefully, as we said, Venoms can pick up some much needed points from this race tonight, as he was
One Chop on the last corner.
Robbed a few on Friday night. Ooh, a little wide. He's managed to get away with it though.
No, he's invalidated the lap.
It is invalidated, so, and that would have been pretty quick indeed. So
that
he's back out of that.
Hopeless feeling. Well, you do all the lap and you cock it up on the last corner.
And I think that is
so
going to be One Chop's final run, because with just under 2 minutes to go, He is not going to get around
Unless
again.
he wants to push those options, but I wouldn't.
Don't think he will. Salmon is still
Kai's
in provisional
17.8.
6th. Is Kai back out again?
I don't know what. I'm surprised he's trying to set another lap, to be honest.
Spiky Slong on his lap currently. Still to set a time.
Oh,
this
on the para too early.
Particularly very quick. And it's not 19 dead for Spiky Slong and the Red Bull. So he's not going to get much time to get around again.
41.6. What a sector.
Who is that for? And that is for Kai.
It's
so
Kai. He's absolutely flying. There's a car in front of him as well.
Feeling that he could be a little bit under threat from RFNX Jack. We will see. What is this going to be?
Oh, I think he might not improve.
And that looks like an invalidation. It is.
He's validated his lap yet. Is Jack on the track? No. Penguin in on the track either. Venom's is everyone. Sam it's on that lap. 22.2. Yeah, forget that lap. Sam's popped himself in SIP while we are busy looking at Kai's lap. He's got the fastest first sector.
Kai is going again, is he?
Yeah, you've scored 17.9 in the first sector. That's, oh, of course, he looks after his tyres really well, though.
Yeah, no, Kai has boasted that he can do a one-stop around here, so be very interesting to see what he does too. If he does a one-stop strategy,
I'll get a tattoo on it, something of him on me.
Qualifying has ended. I just wonder.
39.8.
It doesn't look like Jack is out there to.
No, he's in the.
Kai,
in the pits.
yeah, so Kai can back off if he wants. There's no need for him to damage these tyres any further. If he does go quicker here, he is going to have to start in these tyres. But no,
that wide line's really nice through there. Gives you a little bit extra more speed, but I think he might have invalidated there.
Is this going to be a quicker lap? 139.8 is the time to beat.
Yes, a very small amount faster.
Oh. And not much need for that lap to go in.
No, then again, he might not have known that he was on the track.
True. So.
That's the end of qualifying.
Indeed it
This
is.
driver's trying to get back to the pits.
This is going to be one hell of a battle. Hopefully we don't have any...
I just hope they make it through the first corner nice and clean.
Hopefully we don't have any turn 1 tragedies.
And of course, original start 16th as well.
Yeah, so we will have to get out of his way. So, and for any of the viewers who've just joined in with us, a very good welcome to yourselves. We are here at the F1 division of Sunday night's race here in Abu Dhabi at the DRL League, www.dynamicracingleague.com, if you want to get in touch with us and jump on our website and take a quick look around, and you'll see exactly what we're all about.
So Kai's on pole again.
And there you have it. So
4 temps, it's quite a big gap.
Kai taking pole position, a brilliant stonking lap for him. RFNX Jack, a good debut time from the Toro Rosso driver. Second place, Ninja Penguin. Yeah. Ninja Penguin on the second row. Yeah, 2 prime runs is Luke and Jism in 9th and 10th place, so they will be ones to watch. Venom's 4th, so a good run from him. One Chop 5th, Salmon at 6th, Riftmaster 7th in the Ferrari, Mr. Vashagan 8th, Wayne Hammer 11th, Original in 12th, Poxic 13th, Spiky Slong is in 14th place.
I don't think Original will get that spot because obviously he dropped out. I'll let you know in a second because it will come up on the screen. Day into night race. So good.
Yeah,
Schlong, Poxic, he's still got his spot. Original lucky. No cars behind us, that's good.
Yeah,
It's all about them.
Keeps his time. I wonder if that's because maybe he had time already put in. So definitely
just wait for
going to
the
be
drivers to
a
all
full
be there.
grid of action as the lights will go out here.
I
Very
really
hot.
hope.
Yeah.
I really hope they make it around the first corner nice and clean.
It will be tricky. It is a very tight turn one.
It is
but
possible.
At the same time,
we did do it.
Yeah, a lot of space to run, a lot of runoff space to take evasive action if it needs be. So hopefully, hopefully, as I said, that won't be the case, and we won't need it if all drivers can get around cleanly and safely. Scorching hot conditions here in Abu Dhabi, and definitely will play havoc on the tyres. That will be another factor here as well, is the tyre wear, and who can eke the most out of their cars.
If they're doing a free stop, they're pitting on lap 12 or earlier. As a heads up for you. You pitted on lap 12, didn't you?
Lap 12, yeah, and that was the start of the three stopper. Lap 12, lap 26, lap 43, and all the way to the end.
I done 14, 32, 45.
Also would have been a good run for yourself if you didn't have a tip at the start.
That's why I took loads of time out of you at the end. Because I was on much fresher tyres.
Yeah. So, what
that was my own fault.
Yeah. But these things happen. It is racing, of course.
I carried on the race, finished third, so
yeah.
I'll take it.
Always, as well as, you know, at the start of any incidents, always best to keep the head, keep cool, and just get back on track as soon as possible.
The first lap.
Yeah, it's a long way home. And penalties, DSQs, incidents themselves, a lot of stuff can happen.
Yeah, as we found out last weekend in Brazil.
A full
Even
race.
I wasn't here, I watched it. Oh my god, that was quality. If you haven't watched Brazil race, I would go and watch it again.
Always too soon to pull the plug on lap 1. So always worth digging the heels in and getting back on track as fast as possible. Sam Innett has left the session. Oh, that is not good.
Though he did say he might have internet connections, didn't he? Or something like that.
Right, so just to explain for the viewers, what we will do is just wait now for the drivers to ready up on track, and myself and Beast will just pull away to the sides of the track, let these cars get away, and then we will retire and jump onto the action as fast as we possibly can. So, and I'm sure we are just waiting now for one Luke, who is the head of the F1 division. He will do a roll call with all the drivers to make sure everyone is ready to go, suited and booted, and he will get this race underway pretty soon. So yeah, while we're waiting, as I said, yeah, if you want to say something, Beast?
You said Venoms is in the Force India, he's in the Ferrari.
No, I meant he's in the driving. He's in the Ferrari type.
Oh, is he getting it for the Force India
points? He's driving for Force India for his GP2.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so for all the viewers, this is of course the DRL League, www.dynamicracingleague.com. if you want to jump on our official website and take a look around. And if you are interested in getting on the action with us, just drop us a line with your details, and one of our admins will gladly get back to you and hopefully get you in, signed up with us, and you could join the action on track with us. We do run 2 divisions, GP2 on a Friday night, Sunday night obviously, as you can see, F1 division. For all drivers and newcomers that do join us, you will start in the GP2 division and prove your worth. we run a tier basis of promotion and relegation of 3 up, 3 down. If you do manage to finish in the top 3 in GP2, you will be promoted to the F1 division to race with the best of the best on a Sunday night. If you do go on then in the F1 division to be all conquerors and win, you will then be rewarded with a cash prize. So a very good incentive to come and join us here at the DRL
You want to stay in
League.
GP2. GP2 is better than F1.
That obviously is a biased comment from a GP2 driver. So everyone has their own opinions, obviously, but everybody.
Moves will agree.
You can get us. We have a community page, DRL, Dynamic Racing League, and I also have a Facebook page with the same title. You can get us at our YouTube channel, Dynamic Racing League, as well, and at our Twitter page at F1_DRL. So that is all our plug-in for the time being, as we still wait for these guys to ready up and get the race.
There is 13 other people.
Yeah, get this race underway.
Moved in the chat. It really is better. He ain't lying. Thank you.
So we do have a few fans of GP2, so that's good to know. Nice to know that we're doing something right.
We're staying in this league forever. Williams versus McLaren forever.
So yeah, as it was again in Friday night's race, was Williams versus McLaren.
Although there was a fourth India in there who sadly got his game froze, so that's why he's in there tonight's race. When this race ever gets started.
Hopefully it won't be too much longer. I'm sure Luke is just getting ready to round up all the drivers who are just taking a quick cigarette break, toilet break, or whatever else kind of a break you want to have. They're going to need it because this is going to be a long battle to the end, a long 55 laps. This is not a short lap. It usually is a round of a time of between the 143s, 142s to 145s, depending on your fuel, your strategy, your tyres. So not the shortest of laps.
I reckon they'll push 141s, the quick guys, because might go in the 141s.
It'll be very interesting to see as well how giddy these cars are to start with full fuel around some of these sharp bends, especially with the speed that this track carries. So it'll be a little bit interesting to see the under braking as well. And as you can see, the drivers are ready to go.
In the third corner, you can't take full throttle until like at least 3/4 of the way through the race.
Yeah, and especially with the speed that is carried down these back straights as well, to be hard on the brakes for these drivers to remember that they're full of fuel, so their braking will be affected as well.
3, 2, 1.
We are in action as we now sit on the grid and wait for the lights to count, as we now have 3, 4, 5 lights are shining and 5 lights are out as we go in Abu Dhabi, and we will retire from the session as fast as possible, hopefully to get to the action.
Down to third.
And Jack is away with Ninja Penguin attacking as well into second place. Kai now in the tread from Venom's getting all out of sorts there. Had to back out.
Everyone's made it through the first corners.
That is good stuff indeed. Venom's losing out big time in the Ferrari, dropping down to 9th position.
Oh, I think front wing's just been lost by Spiky Schlong.
Oh. And Venom's trying to attack the McLaren of one Luke, but has to back out. Poxic up to 10th place and must have a shag. What a start from the Mercedes driver, up to 3rd place and already under pressure. Oh, one chop gets all out of shape and has to run wide off the track, taking out some of the braking boards with him.
Ran into the back of him.
Kai as well is suffering big time, but here comes one chop again all over the back of the Mercedes. And he has got the speed in that Williams. And we do know from Friday night's race that Williams is quick in a straight line. And has he got the Mercedes into the end of the second DRS zone? He has done it. So One Chop moves himself straight up to third position with a beautiful move on Shag's Mercedes. Shag still, though, a fantastic start from him up to what was third place, now down to fourth.
He's so good at the start.
Yeah, that is not the first time. And Shag's gone wide, unfortunately, but he's collected himself. And as we said, that is not the first time that Shag has made a blister in a start off the lane. He done it in Mexico as well, and he done it, I think, in he didn't do it in Brazil. I think he got caught out, but that was a fantastic start from him. Shag, I think, who was down in 8th place, I think he qualified. So a massive jump he made. And Ninja Penguin again, also very, very committed to his starts and constantly gets good runs off the line. Now up to second place, and he is chasing down the debutant new coming driver RFNX Jack. So a very good impression to start qualifying at the front row.
Shout out to Luke for making it through the first corner.
Yeah, Luke. And Spiky Slong has come in for his wing. Jism in 12th position.
I caught the end of it. I think he ran into the side of someone.
Poxic in 10th in the other Red Bull. Luke now in 9th position, so starting where he did qualify. So good stuff for Luke, and he is clean. So as long as Luke can stay where he is, he will then eventually come into his own little race once these option runners
behind the leader
start pulling away into the
Kai's
pits.
all over the back of Wayne. This is for the championship position here.
Yeah, two rivals here for the championship leaders. How did Kai lose so much time off the line? He went from pole position down to 7th place.
He was already down to 3rd before halfway down the first straight alone.
So that Mercedes getting well bogged off the line, and Kai leaving himself with a lot of work to do now. So Pure Venoms all over the back of the Mercedes of Kai now. So Kai under threat, as well as trying to attack Wayne Hammer's Force India. And
the DRS will be activated this lap.
What can the Ferrari of Venoms do? All over the back of that Mercedes as we come into the end of lap 2. Lap 3 starts as we pass the massive grandstand, as you can see there. Beautiful spectacle indeed.
Thea is all over the back of Shag. He needs this DRS now.
And we will jump on board with this. Riffmaster now in the Ferrari, the other Ferrari. Starting to
see how this Mercedes is off the
so it is Ferrari
traction.
that are on the attack against Mercedes, as it was in Brazil, is now again in Abu Dhabi. Riffmaster in the leading Ferrari attacks the leading Mercedes of Mustafa Shag. The sister Ferrari of Kai under attack from the sister Ferrari of Venoms.
All you want to do is close up on the DRS zone and then take him in the second one, as we found out from Venoms on Friday.
As we have seen, Kai has got past Wayne Hammer in the Force India, so he splits himself away from the Ferrari of Venoms. So
and he's under threat from Venoms now.
Yeah, we've missed that. And Venoms now as well, all over the back of Wayne Hammer's Force India. Here we go.
He's got the
DRS is going to surely open here.
Nicely covered by Wayne there.
Oh, and brilliant defensive moves by the Force India. And that leaves the Ferrari nowhere to go indeed. And he's not going to get past around these bends. Very tricky indeed. And a shout out to Corey J7991 who says hello. Hello buddy, how's things? Thank you for joining us. And we hope you enjoy the action and can join us for the remainder of this race. Now we'll jump back on board towards the leaders. One Chop still in 3rd position. Ninja Penguin.
1.6 seconds clear.
Ninja Penguin holding station in 2nd place. 2.3 seconds behind the leader of RFNX Jack. What a debut this guy is making. Qualified 2nd place, 4/10 behind Kai, and now is leading the Grand Prix on his debut.
And another shout out to Paul's GTA Style 11.
How's it going, buddy? Welcome along to the DRL Racing League.
Will Venoms fall for the trap again, like he did on Friday, overtaking the first sector and overtaking the second DRS?
No, as we see, it is...
He's all over the back of him.
We'll jump back. Riffmaster now again. It's dropping away from the Mercedes of Shag. But we know that that Ferrari is
he's going for
bulletproof
it.
down the
He's up
back
the
straight.
inside.
And here comes Venoms. Up the inside of Wayne Hammer.
He's learned.
No, Wayne Hammer later on the brakes in that Force India and managed to hold him off.
But he's got.
And is he going to get a better run out of
exit.
this one? It looks like he will. Here comes Venoms again and
Force
tucked
himself
up behind the Force
inside.
India's gearbox. Down the inside, he's going to dive. Has the Force India got the speed to hold him off?
No, he's got the line.
Beautifully done by Venoms
Beautiful.
there, and
He's learned
Wayne
from Friday.
Hammer. Yeah, Wayne Hammer just had to give that up. Venom squeezed him out, and the speed of that Ferrari just played strength after strength.
Looks like one chop's closing in on Penguin.
Now, and we have a battle again up front as the Ferrari of Riffmasters run wide. Ooh. And he is definitely trying to tackle.
He's in a Mercedes sandwich.
Yeah. Kai threatening from the back as Shag is defending, and here comes the sister Ferrari to aid his teammate. It's now Mercedes versus Ferrari. Mercedes versus Ferrari from 4th to 8th place. 7th place, I should say. Who is going to move first? Riffmaster all over the back of Shag.
Kai is all over
Venoms.
the back of Riffmaster.
Now, yeah. So Riffmaster all over the back of Shag. Kai all over the back of Riffmaster. And Venom's now starting to close in all over the back of Kai. This is getting really interesting, and we only 5 laps into a 55 lap stint here in Abu Dhabi. Now Kai getting a good run down the back straight. Can he attack Riffmaster's Ferrari? DRS surely is going to open at some stage.
He's basically up his gearbox. He's going around the outside.
He's going for the outside, but as we know, Riffmaster is fantastic at his defensive moves. Knows exactly where to position that car, and as you can see from that spectacle, has done just that. But
yeah, exactly what
has
Venoms
Kai
has done.
waited? Yeah, has Kai waited intentionally to get him on the second DRS?
Ooh, he's making him go around the outside.
Here, and but the
of course,
Riffmaster has
Riffmaster's
DRS as well.
DRS.
Oh, so that has not aided Kai's manoeuvre, as it was his teammate Shag who has given the strength to the Ferrari of Riffmaster to give him DRS also. Look at Kai, he is all over the back of this Ferrari.
I can't help but feel Kai's much faster than these two. Much faster.
Unfortunately though, as it is at the minute, it seems to be that Ferrari is too much to handle in a straight line. And it looks to be, to me, as if it's Shag now that's holding up the whole lot. Or if next Jack puts in a 1:43.4.
Yeah,
Very
I think
quick
he's
time,
about
indeed.
4 seconds, and one chop is visibly closer to Penguin now. Oh, he's run wide. Ooh.
Oh.
He's just come back out in front of him.
Still, we will stick with this. Kai all over the back of that gearbox of that Ferrari
Yeah, I'll let you.
as we run into turn 2 and 3. Oh, the Ferrari runs a little wide, bounces over the curb, but managed to collect the car very easy and a lock up down to that turn.
Oh, he's gone up the inside.
Very, very easy to lose the back end of these
In the
Formula 1
DRS
cars. And up the inside of the
Williams versus
hairpin goes
McLaren.
the Mercedes. And has he got the speed down this DRS zone? And is the Ferrari of Riffmaster going to
One chop's
outdo
going
him?
up the inside.
It's side by side down to the end of the DRS zone. Who's it going to be? Mercedes or Ferrari? And it is...
The Williams is taking second, but the
Kai defends down into the end of that DRS zone. But is Riffmaster's Ferrari going to come back at him now?
Penguin's coming back at him.
Just keep an eye on
Straight line
that one.
speed for once at the McLaren.
I'm just keeping an eye
He's
on this
coming.
battle here, as now Kai is all over the back of his
my God.
teammate.
What an overtake that is.
So we have battles everywhere.
Oh,
Ninja
that is
Penguin now
beautiful.
defending from one chops Williams.
He went round the outside and then held the inside line and the outside line of the 2
It's
hairpins.
hard on the brakes on the McLaren, as we do know personally ourselves. This McLaren is a beautiful car to handle around this track.
Oh my God, we got team play going on here. 2 Mercedes and 2 Ferraris. Who's gonna?
Right.
Are they gonna let each other past?
Now, is this going to be a multi-21? Is Toto Wolff going to be on?
And Arriva Bene.
Yeah, are these team bosses from Ferrari and Mercedes going to get on the radio to tell these
It
drivers
doesn't look like Shag.
they're going to have to
Just
move
let
out
him
of the
through.
way? They're too slow, and I'm sure Kai is going to be on the radio to his pit crew, screaming at his
And
engineer
it's
to
one
get
shot
this
versus
car.
Penguin, take 2.
Yeah. Now, is this going to be a multi-21? Are Mercedes going to instruct their driver to let the faster car through? are Ferrari going to instruct their driver to let the faster car through? Mercedes did tell us before that they do not run team orders, that they let the cars race each other. As we now come into the DRS, it's now Mercedes versus Mercedes and Ferrari versus Ferrari. Kai goes for the move. Can Shag defend? There's nothing he can do. Venoms goes for the move as well behind.
He's letting through there.
And Riftmaster has had to give way. So both Ferrari and Mercedes had moves made and both of them stuck. So both teammates getting the leap on their own teammate. So, and very safely done as well. That could have been an absolute disaster. As we jump back to the front, it is Williams versus McLaren as it was on Friday night in the GP2 race.
Because these two are battling, they're just letting Jack run away. 7.2
Beast
seconds.
has correctly said all the while this is going on, Jack is rubbing his hands together for the Toro Rosso team as he is pulling a gap now of 7.222 seconds.
He's only 12 seconds behind.
And it looks to me at the minute as if one shot could be a little quicker than that McLaren.
I have recorded that overtake he did on one chop if you want to look at it after the race.
Good stuff.
It was beautiful. Kai's pulling away from his teammate now. I knew he was visibly quicker.
So we now are lap 8
Venom's
into
ran slip back a Shag.
55, and we'll have a look at that.
All of this battling is let Wainhammer come back as well.
Yeah, so now Venom's now all out, and there goes Original. He has retired from the session.
First one.
And here goes the Ferrari of Pure Venoms on Mustafa Shag's Mercedes down to the end of the DRS. Who is going to give in? Venoms has the line.
Ooh.
And Shag has had to give it up.
And he's run off the track.
Yeah, Venoms I think ran a little wide maybe because it's just for precaution, safety reasons. Shag has had to give up that place and a beautiful manoeuvre, but now he has to defend.
And he's
against the Mercedes after the second DRS zone. Ooh, Shag is a little out of shape and he's lost position to Riftmaster in the second Ferrari. And Wainhammer. So Shag has now gone from...
One chop's got past Penguin as well. Ah, missed that.
Pure Venoms. Ooh, there's contact at the back. Pure Venoms got all out of shape. As his teammate Riftmaster tried to avoid him, he nearly wiped the side of that Force India of Wainhammer. So
what is this? The last lap? Jesus.
It's all kicking off here. Lap 8 just coming to an end. 55 laps obviously in Abu Dhabi. And already the heat is definitely on.
It's been fairly clean.
Good wheel-to-wheel battling, and as we do know, all this battling that the cars are doing has to be hampering their tyres. Now, who will be the first to give in to a pit stop? Kai now starting to pull away and is in 4th position as he's trying to hunt down Ninja Penguin, who has been passed again by one chop in the Williams. The Williams now 8.4 seconds off the lead of RFNX Jack, who is just Jack, as we said, is sailing away into the lead with an effortless start and just has a clean track, no drama at all to deal with. So a brilliant debut start
ghosting I can see in the background.
Jack. Right, let's see. Spiky Slong. We'll just do a quick rundown of the positions before you check the penalties. Spiky Slong 12th in the Red Bull. Jism 11th in the Williams. 10th is Poxic in the second Red Bull. Spiky Slong, as we just spoke, has retired, so we've lost Spiky Slong and Original. One Luke is still in his 9th position in the McLaren, and he is pushing his prime stint on very nicely indeed. Mustafa Shag now up ahead, 8th position as we come through the hotel, under the hotel part, the back part of the track. Under that beautiful shot as they passed under the bridge of the hotel, and in now comes the Ferrari. Is it of Riftmaster? It is. Riftmaster is the first to fold Lap 9, and it seems to be a little early to be pitting yet. But I wonder, is he trying to clear himself of the dirty air and traffic as he puts on a fresh set of options and a very quick time from the Ferrari mechanics? And absolutely no drama there. And down the hill to come back up the hill again through this tunnel.
9 drivers are running penalties.
Ooh. And Riffmaster now will rejoin
one
in
chop
11th
doesn't
position.
have one. Right, so Penguin has 6, Luke has 6, Wayne has 6, Riff has 3, Kai has 3, Poxic has 6, Shag has 3, Jism has 3, and Jack has 6.
Right, now in comparison to the GP2 division already, that seems to be an awful lot of penalties, only 10 laps in, so if this keeps up we will be looking at definitely DSQs. A shout out again to Paul7865.
Paul.
How's it going, buddy? Welcome along.
One chop's the only one, I believe, without penalty.
So One Chop, the cleanest driver, as he was in the Brazilian Grand Prix as well last week.
You said someone pitted.
Riffmaster came in the Ferrari and he's gone out and set up off tyres. Lap 9 is a little bit too early, but I'm just wondering, was he trying to clear the traffic ahead?
He'll get the undercut, but it will make him vulnerable towards the end of the race.
Yeah. Kai in 4th and Ninja Penguin all over the back now of the Williams of One Chop again. So this is battle on again. These two guys absolutely stuck to each other since the start. And I just wonder now, from the battling that they had before, is that Williams now starting to suffer with grip? As he was tucked up behind that McLaren for a long time. This looks like a repeat of the battle on Friday night with McLaren and Williams. Both cars very well balanced. Yeah, both cars very well balanced around Abu Dhabi.
Paul's asked, how do I get involved in races?
Yeah, Paul, obviously you just have to join in, so you would have missed our plug. You can jump onto our website. Unfortunately, it seems to be down at the minute, but it is in the hands of the website owners. They are.
Might have to interrupt you here because these two are still battling.
Yeah, I'm on the battle. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So as I said, Paul. Yeah, here goes.
Around the outside again. He's going to run
well
wide.
Defended by One Chop. Beautifully done in the Williams, and that was a great defensive move. Yeah, Paul, sorry, as I said, our website at the minute is having a few technical difficulties, but you can still obviously catch us. www.dynamicracingleague.com is our website. When it is up and running again, which hopefully won't be too much longer, you can jump on and have a look around, and you can
or even go on our Facebook page.
Yeah, you can drop us a line. You can also, as you said, as Beast has said, you can go on our Facebook page as the two leader, second and third place pull into the pits. Yeah, you can join us on our Facebook page at Dynamic Racing League, so you can just send an invite there, and one of us admins, either me, I'm the Stig, must have a Shag, Riffmaster, or one Luke 9, who is the owner and the big boss of the whole Dynamic Racing League outfit, will approve your invite, and you can come in there and drop us a line. As I said earlier, we run 2 divisions, GP2 on a Friday night, F1 on a Sunday night, as you're now watching. As One Chop has come out just ahead of one Luke, and Ninja has got stuck behind him.
Benham's pitted, but he had a replacement wing, so he must have missed an incident there.
Ooh, one Luke getting caught by the faster guys. Yeah,
Shall I also add you? Yeah, add him on Xbox.
Paul, you can... yeah, you can. You can also add us on Xbox. Yeah, you can get me. I'm the Stig. Obviously, it's my gamer tag without the underscores. The underscores is just my Twitch name. So just take out the underscores, leave the spaces, and that is my gamer tag. One Luke 9. Also, you can get must have a Shag or X Riffmaster X. We are the admins. As I said, one Luke 9 is the league owner.
Looking at this.
You start on a Friday night in GP2. You will be tested, obviously. Cheers to that, buddy. I think Professor Rage is your gamer tag, so I've just gotten that. Yeah.
Kai has no answer with Jack at the moment.
GP2 is where you will start with us, and depending obviously on your pace, we'll just obviously monitor how good you are. We don't have a lot of rules. We run strict rules, as I don't know if you know. That is probably the only rule that we do run. It makes everything.
One chop's going around the outside of Shag in the first corner.
Look at that.
With Penguin
as I
just
said,
behind him.
Oh, Penguin's going up the inside. What a maneuver from both drivers, outside and inside, and we just caught that. What a fantastic move by both drivers, and well observed as well by Shag to spot them two drivers coming. What a battle these two guys are having. Yeah, as I said, Paul, we just get you in during the week, have a bit of a practice, just see what you're like. We run strict rules, which makes obviously the racing a lot more interesting. Cuts out any of the guys that try to get extra time by corner cutting and get away with it.
And Penguin's coming at one chop.
Obviously improves the style of racing. It's better to watch as well. As one chop now is under threat again from Ninja Penguin down the inside. I think one chop. I think one chop led him through there to come back at him.
He knows. This second DRS zone is really powerful.
This is a great battle between these two guys.
Everyone's being pushed around the outside of this corner.
And around the outside goes one chop. But is he going to make it? And there's contact! Oh, just a little too close together they came. And that is such a shame. I think one chop just pulled in a little too early. And left Ninja no room whatsoever. So that is just unfortunate. That looked to be a little more like one chop's fault. Misjudged the room between the two cars, unfortunately. Yeah, Paul, as Didi has said, you can run any way you want. We have no preferences whatsoever. Kai in the Mercedes here runs with absolutely no traction, no assist, no nothing, manual gearbox. So yeah, it's your preference, buddy. You run whatever way you feel best suited to yourself. As I said, you just jump in for a few practice sessions during the week with the guys. We'll monitor how quick you are. If you are blinding quick, we will obviously have to find a space in the F1 division for you, because obviously there wouldn't be any challenge being as quick as that and running around in GP2 and just blitzing away with the races. Obviously, no offence to any GP2 drivers, as we know that they're all quick, but I think when you're on the standard of Kai and Jack, it is a bit hard to contend with. So yeah.
Is that Riffmaster coming to the inside of Luke?
I'll just have a look. No, it's not.
Luke
it is. I beg your pardon. It is. I caught him on my blind spot there, and look at the speed of that Ferrari down the straight. Absolutely blinding pace from Riffmaster.
Luke's still yet to pit though. He's still in his primes.
Yeah. Luke has pitted.
Gives him yet to pit.
So yeah, Paul, as we said, if you do race in GP2, there is a promotion system, 3 up, 3 down at the end of the season. If you're in the top 3, you get promoted into Division 1. If you win Division 1, you will get a cash prize reward. So as I said, a good incentive to run. As we said, we only run one main rule. It is strict rules on the track. Obviously, coming into the new 2016 game, hopefully that rule will just be permanent in the new game, which we're sure it will be. So there won't be any preference to have strict rules on or off. It should be just built in. Options. As Kai does come in for a set of options, indeed. Yeah, so good clean racing, as I'm sure you'll agree with Beast, is the main thing that we do look for. Just driver awareness.
We have some cracking little races.
Yeah, and good banter.
Now if I was one chop, I could, because Ninja's back behind him, he could let him back through.
Kai has just come out of the pits right behind the Ferrari of Riffmaster. So he's going to be under immediate threat from this Mercedes. Yeah. And already look at the speed of this Mercedes as Riffmaster pushes him out wide. Great defending, but he's come back up the inside. He's outbraked the Ferrari and he's come back at him. But has he got the speed?
All that Mercedes.
He's Ferrari's just look at the speed of that Ferrari coming back at the Mercedes.
That DRL should be open now. He's still side by side with it.
Fast car, that Ferrari. Later on the brakes is Riffmaster as he's going to look up the inside.
He's got the inside line. He's
and
still
who's going to
there,
get
and
better
there's the
exit
traction.
on the second DRS?
Who's got the DRS though?
This is brilliant racing from these two guys.
It
Great
is
driver
Riff's
awareness.
coming back at him.
Here comes the Ferrari again, but has he got enough
Just
time?
a bit too far behind.
And he's just too far back. So great driving from these guys. And there you see, Paul, that's exactly the prime example of what we speak about. Great driving, wheel-to-wheel action, but brilliant driver awareness.
And
lot
even
of
if there's an incident, it's looked up after the race.
Yeah,
The right punishments.
as you
dished
obviously
out.
can see yourself from watching the stream, we do have streamers for both GP1 and GP2. The streamers are also the stewards, so we will look at any incidents that happen afterwards and obviously deal with them appropriately. We don't break anybody's balls around here. We try to give everybody a fair shot and be as lenient as possible. We want drivers on track all the time. We don't want to be handing out penalties or race bans or anything like that. We're not like that here at DRL. So it's all about good banter, good fun, clean racing, and just come and enjoy
I've only
enjoy
just
yourself.
realised we're on lap 16.
Yeah, so as I said, a lot of action.
There's been so much going on.
This race seems to be a lot older than what it is, but we are only 16 laps into a 55 lap
Luke's
run.
now onto the options. Venom's is all over Wayne Hammer.
And yeah,
Riff
Jack
is
obviously
dropping back
setting
from-
the quickest lap again into the 142s, and this guy
But
is
don't
absolutely
forget, the last time I
blinding
looked, he was
away.
on 6 seconds of penalties.
9.9 seconds is now the gap to the leader from One Chop second in the Williams. Ninja Penguin back up to third again, so he's recovered well from his spin. So well done to him.
Kai is now closing in on him.
And Kai is closing the gap, just 3 seconds behind. 2 seconds further back is Riff Master in the Ferrari, as you can just see. As we are now
And
up
his
to
Venom's all over the back of Wayne.
we are now up to 32 views, so that is nice to see. So hello
Welcome
to all our
everyone.
viewers.
Venom's-
Hello to all our
Venom's going up the inside. Oh no, he's pulled out of it.
oh, Venom's attacking the Force India
That would
of
have been dangerous.
Pure Venoms. Yeah. So hello to all our 32 viewers. Welcome along to the DRL division, F1 division, the dynamicracingleague.com. And we hope that you can stick with us for the remainder of this fantastic battle here in Abu Dhabi, the F1 division. These guys are the best of the best. No traction, manual gears for some of these drivers, not all of them, some of them. It just goes to show you also running on strict rules as well, so everything is on the brink, on the edge.
I check the penalties.
Here comes Pure
That's
Venoms
12
again
laps then.
in the Ferrari, all over the back of that Force India.
You just can't overtake in these
And
parts
if
of
I'm
the track.
not mistaken, is that Ferrari on? That Ferrari, no, option tyres it's on. Yeah, I thought it was on primes for a second. Both these guys are running on option tyres.
No one on the track's running up primes
Oh,
at
and
the
Pure
moment.
Venom's getting right up behind the gearbox of this Force India right now and looking for a better exit out of the hairpin. Is he going to get it? Sets himself up well
Look
now,
at him.
but as you said before, Beast, is Venom's
It's
going to learn
Ferrari.
his lesson? Is he going to stay where he is?
He's
No,
going
he's
for
going for
it.
the move. And he's just going to be a sitting duck into the second DRS zone unless he can get
If
a
he gets
brilliant
a good
exit.
exit, the Wayne. He's a little.
Oh, he's run wide.
He's run wide. He's going to let him back in now. I was going
Force
to
India,
say he's
yeah.
got a big enough
Wayne,
gap. But he's
Wayne's
letting
going to
him.
get him again. Wayne is going to attack.
He's coming. He's coming.
He's going to look down the
Going up
inside.
the inside. No.
Who's going to come out in front?
Forbear
No, Venoms has just held it. So great defensive move from the Ferrari driver.
And Kai is 2.4. Is that 2.4? 2.4. Yeah, 2.4 seconds. Yeah.
He can see the McLaren right in front.
Paul asked, any chance you putting down for GP2, and if so,
Yeah,
what time?
the lobby opens on a Friday night, obviously at 8 p.m. and we get all the drivers in. We give them a half an hour to get sorted and everything else, and quali kicks off at 8:30 p.m. We are in Australia next for next Friday night. Unfortunately,
Well, you're not.
yeah, I am the GP2 division head, so it will be me that will be looking after you, giving you a car, etc., etc. I'll get you into the website and get you onto the points board, but unfortunately, it just happens to be next weekend that I will not be here. So I still will get you sorted. We'll be in contact with you and get you in, get you a car, and I will get one of the other admins then just to run down through all the
Have you
rules.
seen this? He got past him, but he's not gone away from him.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul, I'll get one of the other
back at him.
admins, either one Luke or Riffmaster or Mustafa Shag will have a few words during the week. And here comes Wayne Hammer. I think he's done himself.
Go wide.
He has. He's
wide.
outbroke himself into the left-hander at the end of the DRS zone, so in way too deep in the Force India there. I think the Ferrari's seen that coming.
Kai is closing on Ninja.
Yeah, so yeah, Paul, but the best thing to do would be get a few gamer tags, obviously get into the send us an invite on the Dynamic Racing League page on Facebook, and you will be updated then obviously from posts from different guys that will be during the week hopping on for practices, opening lobbies up, so a good way to get in with the different drivers and jump on during the week whenever you get free time. As I said, the drivers will put up on the page if they're ever opening up a lobby for practice. The best thing I would advise for you to do is to jump on during the week and get practice in as much as possible, just so the other guys can have a quick gander of what you're like, and so you can obviously prove your worth that you are a good clean racer.
Luke's taking Poxic for ninth.
And as I said, I'm sure you are. We're not going to jump the gun on anybody and give everybody, obviously, we'll get the benefit of the doubt straight away. Yeah, it is 8 p.m. UK time.
Kai
can
sniff the exhaust streams of the McLaren.
Yeah, where exactly are you from, Paul, if you don't mind me asking? It is Australia, by the way. We are in Australia. Just a few
Strong
races.
just left the session, by the way. Just
a few races left to go. Oh, Spiky Slong has left the session, so that's not good. Yeah, just a few. Steph Spartan thinks he's great. I think you're great as well. You're a good girl, yeah. Yeah, that UK, that's good, Paul. Sweet. Yeah, we are in Australia, man. As I said, we didn't start the league in Australia because we already had done a few practice runs. So what we done was, instead of going back to Australia, we started it where we were obviously landed at the time, which was Spain. So we now have Australia, China, Malaysia and Bahrain left to go. So, but we will be starting another season in the 2015 game after that, because as we have been notified today that F1 2016 won't be out sometime until the end of June, so we will have another while to go yet. So
is that actually June?
I think it is June or July. They said summertime.
That's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, summertime they say. So August, I'm taking it, isn't summertime. So it's either going to be June or July. Probably July.
That's not bad then. There'll be a couple of races to throw in there.
Yeah, so we're now up to 36 viewers. So hello to all 36 viewers and welcome along.
And
thank
Kai
you for joining us.
Right up the back of Ninja. And I believe Ninja is closing on one sharp slowly.
And Wayne Hammer still on the back of Pure Venoms. He's not leaving.
Lap 20. I'm gonna.
Yeah, and Kai is all over the back of Ninja Penguin here in the McLaren. Is he going to make a move? He's looking at the outside. Later on the brakes, up into the left-hander. What's it going to be? And what a fantastic manoeuvre by the Mercedes driver, and he has made that stick. Whoa, very close to the McLaren as he comes back at him.
Just having a penalty check. Ooh.
Yeah. Definitely Spartan. As you said, we had Codemasters have the game officially on their website now and are bragging about it. The new game obviously will have, if anybody doesn't know, the new game is boasting a fantastic 10-year career mode with brilliant R&D where you can obviously are given different targets from whatever team that you want to join, which I think you're free to join whatever team you feel free to, but you were given targets by your team bosses. If you do succeed and they're up to their standards, you will gain new parts for your car, upgrades to your engine, etc, etc. as you move into the season. If you fail to keep them happy, they take you into the office and give you a good spanking on the arse. And after that, you are out the door if they're not happy. But yeah, that is just the career mode. Co-op mode, as I know, I think Beast is back as well.
Penguin has picked up another 3 seconds. Wayne's picked up another 3 seconds. So's Kai. Poxic 6. Shag 3. Jism 3. And Jack another 6.
Right. Oh, so Jack, even though has a 12.9 second lead,
he's not actually in the lead at the moment.
Yeah. So this could be one chops
he's in the
again.
lead now. He's got 1.3 seconds on there.
Yeah, 13.3. Yeah. So yeah.
So Spartans, I love Spanks.
I can vouch for that, not personally, but I know he does. He told me.
Giving him.
Yeah. So getting back to the game. For anybody who doesn't know, the new game, as I said, has career mode, has co-op mode. Also, safety car, as I'm sure everybody will be happy to hear, is back. But back with a twist. When the safety car does come out this time, it is up to you that you keep the gap, and that as a driver, if you are behind another car, you are not allowed, as you have full freedom to control your car behind the safety car. You must not collide with another car, you must keep a safe gap, you must keep your tyres warm, etc, etc. If you do fail to do any of those, you will receive penalties, and you obviously are free to bolt and back up the pack when their safety car is on its way in. Also, virtual safety car is also in the new game too, which you will be given a delta time to stick to keep the same gap that you were at before the safety car was released. And if you fail to do so with that, you will also receive penalties. So a lot of stuff being handed out by Codemasters, which sounds very good, but hopefully when the game comes out will live up to what it says.
Wayne is still stuck with Venoms, and Kai is all over the back of one shot.
Right.
And he's looking around the DRS right now.
And here comes Kai.
Again, round the outside.
Ooh,
his favourite line tonight,
that seems to be Kai's favourite manoeuvre, and it works.
He's got the line if he keeps it.
It's worked every
it's
time.
another beautiful move.
Oh, executing with style. So Kai, after a very poor start, has again reeled himself back up to the front, and
Kai has got...
Yeah.
Where's Kai? He's got 6 seconds advantage penalty-wise on Luke as well.
On Jack, you mean?
Jack, sorry. Why did I say Luke? I can't believe we're only on lap 22.
Yeah. Well, plenty of action from the start. Wayne Hammer now all over the back of Pure Venoms is coming right back at him. So I wonder now, is Venoms struggling on these option tyres?
Since Venoms has overtaken him, he hasn't gone away from him.
Yeah, so the Ferrari's struggling
and
a
they're
lot
catching Riftmaster in front as well.
Yeah. I just wonder now, is it the Ferraris that are starting to struggle?
As the sun's starting to set.
And as you can see, the beautiful spectacle of the Yas Marina Bay is starting to get darker and darker, and as the dusk sets in, as Beast has said.
We've had no disqualification, just two retirements.
Yeah, but I just wonder with the amount of penalties that have been carried at the minute, and
they are racking up.
Not even halfway through, we could be looking at a few DSQs. And as I say, in a comparison to GP2, no offense to any of the GP1 drivers, but GP2 seem to be a lot cleaner, penalties wise.
Kai's taking mini chunks out of Jack's lead. It was 15 seconds, it's 13.8 now.
So
but as we know, Jack's got a lot of penalties, so he's only technically 7.8 seconds behind him.
Here comes Wayne Hammer again, the Force India all over the back of that Ferrari of Venoms.
And Riftmaster is right in front of these two.
Yeah, no, it looks to be as if these Ferraris could be struggling on their tyres at this stint.
Is there going to be a multi-21 like us?
I wonder, is this the... I wonder, is this temperature, this drop in temperature starting to affect these Ferraris?
Luke is all over the back of Shag as well. Where's that come from?
Right, we shall try
Clarence
and jump
starting to come into his own.
And there is one, Luke, all over the back of that Mercedes now as well. He's going to make a move, obviously.
DRL.
Luke on the option tyres as well. So Luke finally on the faster tyre.
It's down at the moment.
Yeah, as I said, Paul, as B said, www.dynamicracingleague.com is the website, but unfortunately it is under maintenance at the minute. A few technical errors with the website runners, so they're in the process of getting us back up and running. But you can also get us at the Dynamic Racing League Facebook page, so the next best place to get us, and just send us an invite on the page and we'll get you in, and you will be obviously updated from the rest of the drivers between practices and stuff like that during the week.
Onto primes. He's all over the back of Chisholm now as well.
Shag now again trying to
Kai
pull away.
Is flying.
Here comes Luke at the end of the DRS zone, and he's tucked up right behind the back of that Mercedes.
Ooh.
Should get a good exit out of here. Is he going to get the Mercedes?
Again, the outside line. What is it with this corner?
Here comes Luke now in the McLaren, lining himself up down the second DRS. DRS definitely going to open
Wayne
up
Hammer
the
has
inside.
moved up into fifth.
Here we go, side by side in. Shag's later on the brakes. Who's going to come out on top? And Luke has managed just to avoid any contact. He backs out of that, and he's going to go again. And the back end just getting a little bit out of shape. He's lost a few tenths, but he's still there. Yeah, and that Mercedes.
All over the back of Chisholm,
and Mercedes. Mercedes runs wide, and Shag's lost it. Oh, just coming back on track.
Paid for Prime, so is Ninja Penguin.
And here comes Luke up the inside now. He's coming around the final two turns on lap 24. And Luke's going around the outside. Oh, and there's contact.
Oh, he's taken Shag out.
Oh, contact.
I'm not sure what happened there. He saw the tail end of it.
Yeah, I think it could have been either Luke turned in a bit too quick, or else Shag wasn't in far enough.
Thankfully, he didn't get no damage, it doesn't look like.
Just avoided the barrier, so he keeps running. Luke was flying in that McLaren at a lot more speed as he was carrying, as you can see. And there is Riffmaster.
Did you record it? Because I missed the end of it.
I can't record it when I'm streaming, but I'm sure if it was a big enough problem, one of the guys would have got it anyway. Riffmaster now all over the back of this Williams of Chisholm in the Ferrari. Down to the hairpin. Who's going to get a better exit here? And it looks to be as if it's Riffmaster.
Kai has taken 3.6 seconds out of Jack.
Wow. So Kai is absolutely flying. How many pit stops has Kai made, by the way? And up the inside, down to the end of the DRS zone, I'm sorry, and it is... Oh, wait, them two cars have just ghosted together, so what has gone on there? Well, thankfully there's no damage, no contact, and the second DRS zone. Here comes the Ferrari again with much more power and speed.
He's got
around the outside,
and as well.
Has done the move that Kai has done, and a beautiful manoeuvre by Riffmaster. So the Williams left sitting.
And Kai's only made one stop, and so's Jack.
Right, so both on a one stopper so far. They have taken these option tyres. That is pretty far indeed.
Yeah, what have they done? They, I think, pit on lap 13. They're doing 2:13 since at the moment.
Right, so they should be due in for a pit stop pretty soon then. Now the Williams of Chisholm
He's taking another 5 tenths out of him in the first sector.
Under attack now again from the second Ferrari of Venoms. So Chisholm now lacking power and speed in that Williams. Beautiful overhead shot as we go into turn 1. And up the inside, is Venom's going to have a look? No. Thinks twice of it into turn 2. And look at the speed difference. Into turn 3 now. Down hard into turn 4. On the brakes. And the Ferrari just looking, edging away to get through that Williams. Past the DRS detection zone. And up the inside of the hairpin, looking for a better bolt out of the apex.
Solo Wing Phoenix. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Thank you gents for the stream and info. Cheers from Austin, Texas.
No worries, buddy.
Speak properly.
Thanks for joining us all the way from America. So nice to know our fan base goes far and wide. And we are delighted to have you with us, buddy. So hopefully we can are doing a good enough job to keep the information
have a
as up to date for you as
7th,
possible. Yeah? So yeah, thanks for joining us, man.
Because that little incident with Luke has put Shag right into the path of 2 Ferraris.
Right, so Shag now.
Oh, you don't go upset. Oh, the Ferraris have hit.
Ferrari are not going to be happy with this. Arriva Bene is screaming on the pit wall, and the last thing he wants is for these two to be in a tussle with each other. And words will be had at Ferrari. It's one thing you do not do is take the other car out.
It doesn't look like Team Orders is in play here either.
As Stiff Spartan says, thanks to me for joining just up the road. Put on the kettle.
Oh, Shag run wide. Shag run wide. Riff also have to go to the front and Venom's nearly at the back of him.
Just up the road and not even a cup of tea. And this now is starting to turn into a massive train as Shag is just holding everybody up. Surely this time that we come out into the hairpin, Riffmaster is definitely going to make a bolt out of this apex and has to make some kind of a manoeuvre on this slow moving Mercedes. Is he going to do it? And beautifully done up the inside, and here comes Venom's looking for a way through as well. He's going to have to wait until the next one. Stiff Spartan says no tea for me, I'll have coffee instead.
I think Jack pitted in front as well because he's 9 seconds behind Kai now.
And Venom's now looking up the inside as well. And is he going to make it stick? No.
No.
Shag defends his 8th position.
Beautiful racing from these 4.
This is wheel to wheel action at its very best, and this now in the meanwhile, as Venoms will not be happy, is letting his teammate pull away in 7th position. Shag and that Mercedes just looks like he is a handful underneath them, struggling for grip, struggling for power. He just doesn't seem to have an answer, and as I've just noticed, pure Venoms on the harder tyre and still bombarding the back of that Mercedes. So it just goes to show you, Shag on the quicker tyre and still under a lot of pressure. So and that Ferrari a lot more well balanced.
Is now running away.
And up the inside of turn 1 goes the Ferrari. Is he going to make it stick? No, he's pulled back out. He's just going to line himself up for a move as we come down to 2, 3 and 4. And Shag is all out of sorts, hard on the brakes now into this left-hander. Ooh, a lock up there from the Mercedes. Across the detection zone together. This is going to be very close indeed. Jism now has made a move. Here we go. It's going to be a sit and duck for the Mercedes of Shag as the Ferrari lines himself up right behind the gearbox. And we know the Williams has got pulls out wide to the right hand side. It looks to jolt down the straightaway, and it looks to be like he's going to do it. He's got the pace to carry him. Hard on the brakes, and Jism's got the Mercedes as well, but no, they've rubbed wheels just on the entry at the end of that DRS zone.
Oh my god, if he made
Jack
that
now
stick.
with a 142.2 sets the pace in the Toro Rosso.
Yeah, he paid for a fresh set of options.
That was very close indeed from the Mercedes and the Williams, and could have been a totally different story, but the Ferrari now clear, and now to get after his teammate Riffmaster, who he will have lost a bit of time to, being stuck behind that slow moving Mercedes. As we are now on lap 28 of 55, so just over halfway through here in Abu Dhabi.
These fresh options, it's taken 2.8 seconds out of Kai.
One Luke in the pits in 5th position, so bit of a shout out to Luke actually, way more than what he managed in the last 7 races, so congratulations to the McLaren driver.
And
finally breaking his duct of bad luck and managing to get a good race stint under his belt. I just hope that we haven't given him the commentator's curse and put any bad omens on the rest of his race.
We're McLaren teammates, so
yeah, but we are rooting for Luke as he's finally, as I've said, he's finally after 7 races put himself in a good position for pretty good points if he can keep this up.
There's a huge split in strategies here.
Yeah. as Luke now
Both
out
leaders.
on
Well,
the fresh
Kai
option
hasn't played
tyres and
yet.
comes out right behind the Force India of Wayne Hammer in 7th position, who's on the slower tyre. So, as you can see now, as the dusk is starting to go to dark, the nightfall is coming at 41.9 from Jack, so that's a blistering time.
Toxic.
And still,
Was he Toxic still running? Fair play.
yeah, still no answer in lap times from Kai, but I think Kai is more
Kai
on the
is
side
on
of
massively used options.
yeah. So Kai obviously on a different strategy to everybody else as well. Ninja Penguin running in
Jack.
4th in the McLaren. So good stuff for him. One Chop in 3rd, 25.4 seconds adrift of the leader.
Have a quick
Jack
check
now
on
3.1 seconds behind the leader Kai. So this is going to be very, very interesting stuff indeed. Obviously, as we know, points of penalty points at the minute.
Just totting them up now.
Very, very high.
I think Toxic might get disqualified first. Running 15 seconds at the moment, Toxic.
As we said as well, another shout out to another driver that will be rejoining us again next week, next Sunday night, is Raratron. So good to have you back, buddy. So we look forward to seeing you on track once again. As we said, Raratron, an old companion of ours here at DRL, who had to split ways because of work commitments. But thankfully he's managed to sort something out with work and will be thankfully rejoining us here at DRL. So look forward to seeing him back on track next Sunday. So a shout out to you, Raratron. And as we speak of that, Kai has pulled away into the pits. And let's see what Kai does.
Everything's calmed down.
With the prime tyres goes onto the Mercedes of Kai. So again,
is he going to try and pull the two-stop?
This is definitely going to take Kai to the end.
As the penalties have calmed down.
Right.
Jay's picked up another... Penguin's picked up another 6 seconds. Luke's picked up another 3. Kai's picked up another 6 or 3, I think it is. Toxic another 3. And that's it. Oh no, Jism another 3 and that's it.
Right, so now
One Chop is still no penalties.
Right, so One Chop's still clean, so fantastic stuff. And Jism now all over the back of the Mercedes of Mustafa Shag. A fight from 9th and 10th position.
That's the other driver. I was trying to figure out who the other driver is that didn't have the penalties. It's Venoms.
As we come through the 3rd sector and we are around just under the bridge of the hotel area at the back of the track. As we come around now to the final 2 corners here in the As Marina circuit, as night
I'm about to get the gap between
is
Kai
starting
and Jack.
to close in, and this is a very, very
18.6 seconds.
slow moving Mercedes of Shag. And look at and Jism gets a better exit out of turn 1 up to turn 2 they go now as Jism follows suit around the apex into turn 3 and into turn 4, hard on the brakes into this left hander now as we come down and start to approach the hairpin. What's it going to be? Who is going to get a better run out of this apex? The Williams lines himself up better on the inside. Looks to be like he's going to get a better run out. And it is Shag getting away, but I don't think he's going to have an answer for this Williams down this back straight. Here comes Jism now. Is the flap going to open or is he going to wait? Down the inside. Here comes the Williams. It's going to be tight. Shag defends, but no this time surely Williams gets a better exit out of the second DRS zone. So this time it has to be the Williams that's going to take the lead into 9th position.
And he's got the inside line.
Inside line, and surely this is going to be track position for the Williams driver, and closes off Shag beautifully. And Mercedes have no answer for that manoeuvre whatsoever. So great respect from both drivers. Good awareness from Shag to leave the room and the door open for the Williams driver to make his manoeuvre. So well done to him. But the Mercedes
Jack still yet to run the primes.
Right.
And I believe Penguin's slowly clawing his gap back to One Chop.
Rootless Jamie has joined. Who is Rootless Jamie? Now that is not good. And Rootness Jenny has left the session. Now hopefully that doesn't cause any lag in the room. Oh, and Poxic is disqualified.
I
So
did say to you, like,
yeah,
a
we've
lap or
lost
two ago,
Poxic,
it probably
so
get disqualified.
unlucky, buddy. A good run to lap 32, but that's about it. And unfortunately,
Yeah, he was running a lot of penalties.
yeah, so a good run from Poxic though. So fair play, mate. 32 laps, nothing to be
10
sniffed
left.
at.
So anyone that finishes now will get points.
So yeah, as Beast has said, we have 10 drivers left, so points across the board for everybody.
But first you got to finish.
Quick run down through. Luke in 7th place in the McLaren. Riftmaster are ahead of his teammate Pure Venoms in 5th and 6th place for the Ferraris. So a good run from them. Ninja Penguin in 4th place in the sister McLaren, so still running strong. Just behind One Chop and the Williams, them two guys been battling the whole race. Kai back down to 2nd place and looks to be losing time to Jack. 19.8 seconds is now the gap.
But Jack's still
as Beast has reminded us, a lot of penalties is that Toro Rosso carrying. So
yeah, he's still got
might
12
not
and Kai's... oh, no. Kai's caught up in penalties.
oh,
It's status quo now.
yeah, so
Forgot. I didn't realise that. They're both running 12 seconds.
So again, to our viewers, we welcome you all. Thank you for joining us here at the DRL Racing League. DynamicRacingLeague.com is our website. As we've stated already, if you'd like to join us, come and join the action. Do hit up our website and drop us a line. Leave your details, gamer tag, email, whatever you feel free like, and we will get back
Luke
to you.
in the McLaren is all over the back of Venoms. As you're on board with him, he's right behind you.
You can also, we'll watch this now as you come down to the DRS.
At the inside.
Up the inside. Is he going to make this stick? Beautifully done by the McLaren driver.
Surely should get better traction.
Luke,
he's on option tyres.
Definitely now on the ball. Power down.
He's got a better exit though.
Great exit. Is the Ferrari going to come back at him? It looks like it is. Up the inside goes Venoms. He's got the DRS wide open.
That Ferrari's got stupid straight line speed.
Yeah. But the
And
McLaren
he's taking it.
coming right back at him now.
He's up his inside.
Oh, there's contact.
And he's taking him out.
Oh.
He's giving the place back to him when he spins around.
Oh, and that is unfortunate for Luke.
He did
Hammer
try to give the place back, but Wayne Hammer's coming at him.
Yeah. So. Oh.
He does look like he's still trying to give the place back to him.
So an unfortunate coming together there, which has let Wayne close up on Luke. Yeah, Paul, as I said, we don't mind young racers as long as you can prove your maturity on track, which is what we really go after. Just pure racing etiquette, man. Driver awareness, you know, good respect for each other on the track, off the track also as well is very important. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what age you are, as long as you're a good sport, good driver on the track, bit of respect, not dirty, and other than that, really, you're good to go, buddy. So yeah.
Okay.
Said no.
Luke's coming back at him. He might give him the place back, unless they had a little. Oh no, they don't run the same party, do they?
No.
Unless they can have a little discussion about it.
Yeah. So as I was just saying before the action there, you can also get us for any viewers that would like to. At our Facebook page, we run a community Facebook page, Dynamic Racing League. We also have a YouTube channel, Dynamic Racing League as well, and you can get us on our Twitter channel, which is at F1_DRL. So,
checking on penalties because it's getting close to the end.
cars now starting to space each other out, and
Yeah, this is that period of the race, like on Friday, where it was a bit dull.
Probably won't have any more action wheel to wheel until near the end when the strategy's starting to come into play.
Jack's picked up another 3.
Yeah, so a lot of drivers now really on the brink of a DSQ or a possibility of messing up their racing finishes.
They do seem to be calming down on track limits, though.
Their penalties. Now Luke getting very close to the back of this Ferrari of Venoms. Now I wonder is Venoms, and he does. So congratulations to Venoms and fair play for a good sport. And that there, Paul, is the example of exactly of what we mean. A bit of a miscommunication between the drivers. They came together, and obviously, as you can see, Venoms in the Ferrari has obviously taken responsibility for his actions, and has obviously pulled away down the track
after this race, then,
and has very professionally and with respect handed the place back to Luke. So
and I got a feeling that Jack might get disqualified. He's running a lot of penalties and pushing his limit.
Yeah, and which would be a shame as well for Jack, because as we said, this is his debut race, and obviously a brilliant performance, if nonetheless, is what he's put on for everybody, and it would just be a shame to end it prematurely because of penalties. But then again, as we have proven before, just because you are the quickest, it does not mean that you are the best.
Penguin has 18 seconds of penalties.
Oh, definitely on the brink. To be the best generally is a mixture of the three, basically, if you want to put it really down to the wire. Speed, good driver awareness, and skill to avoid as many penalties as possible from these strict rules that we do run. And some tracks trickier than others. Abu Dhabi is probably not one of the trickier tracks that I'd put it down to.
It's easy to get a penalty, but it's easy to not get a penalty.
Yeah, but easily avoidable.
They've calmed down on track
I think it's could be the fact as well that because this track is very lenient on penalties, you sometimes probably tend to push that little bit harder.
A bit more. Yeah,
because you know you can get away with it, but then when you push that little bit harder,
a lot
you
more
end up
penalties will be coming.
Yeah,
this is coming towards the end of the race.
Yeah, once these stints start coming into play, I think the pressure is going to be on. Drivers are going to be starting pushing, and then you're going to start seeing.
So
yeah, and as we must say as well, don't forget, Kai in the Mercedes is on his way to the end of this race on these set of prime tyres, so definitely keep an eye out.
If he can make it last.
Yeah,
but he has another 3-second advantage on penalties wise again. Again, that's if they make it to the end.
Yeah. I'm going to pop off for 2 seconds, buddy. You can just keep an eye on things. I'm just going to get a drink. I think I've done enough yapping for now.
There's still 18 laps to go. There's a lot that can happen. But all the option tyre runners to come back again. Kai's slowly taking little chunks out of Jack as his option tyres start to wear. Penguin closing on one chop. But as we know, he's got 18 seconds worth of penalties. Oh, Luke's back all over the back of Riftmaster. But you can't see it on stream. Just in time. Quick change back to 5th. Luke's all over the back of Riff.
Ooh. A battle now between Mercedes and Ferrari, and here comes the McLaren, or McLaren and Ferrari, I should say. Here comes the McLaren down hard on the brakes. Brilliant move from the McLaren driver of Luke.
But now we know this Ferrari has a lot of straight line speed.
Yeah, I'm just wondering again, did Riff let him through intentionally to come back at him down this second DRS zone? Oh, very, very close. Looks like he went a little bit deep there, but Luke on the faster tyre in that McLaren, and just
I was about to say that.
A lot
those
more
option tyres giving that bite.
Yeah. Especially as well as we know we are now into darkness as nightfall has closed in. The cooler conditions will play a factor on the tyres now, that they will be able to push that little bit harder. And as we do know from Friday night's session, that McLaren is fantastic in the cooler conditions on these option tyres.
There's still so much to happen here. Stick with us, viewers. Got all the third round of stops to come yet.
Yeah,
And I do think Kai will probably go to the end because he's so far behind.
So we'll take a quick gander just up and down through the field to see what's what. Ninja Penguin. Now we have McLaren 5th, McLaren 4th.
Yeah, but
Ninja
the
has
problem
a
with Penguin though, he's
massive,
run 18
massive,
seconds
yeah.
of penalties.
Yeah, Ninja has a
And
massive
one chop's
gap.
got nothing.
Yeah, Ninja has a massive gap to his teammate in 5th, but carrying a lot of penalties. So if Luke
And Luke's
can
running
keep,
penalties as well.
if Luke can keep his nose relatively clean from here on in,
Yeah,
and if anything else happens
Luke's
ahead
on
of
9.
him, this could nearly see Luke on the podium if drivers ahead fall away at the end.
One chop's got no penalties whatsoever.
Right, so the real winner we're looking at here is One Chop. Can take into consideration that other guys can possibly get DSQ'd.
How
but
far is he behind Kai?
he is
12, 13 seconds. He's 1 second away from second place at the moment.
yeah. But this is not over yet for anybody.
They've still got pit yet, coming towards them. Got a lot of prime tyre runners going for options.
One Chop giving a prime example of exactly how it's done. Very, very clean indeed. Absolutely no penalties at lap 39. So hats off to One Chop. That is a brilliant feat.
I'll double check if he hasn't.
Night has definitely closed in, as you can see. The floodlights blinding down onto the track as the light bounces off these beautiful cars. As we said last week in Brazil, we did have literally a photo finish as we crossed the line between this man, One Chop, in the Williams, and Forrester in the Red Bull, who, a bit of a shame that he's not here tonight. I'm sure he would have been well in the mix as well. But yeah, it came down to the final, literally the final corner of the final lap in Brazil, and a split tenth of a second separated One Chop in the Williams against Forrester in the Red Bull, which Forrester managed to snatch just as he crossed the line, which was one of our best and most brilliantly fantastic finishes that we've had, closest so far as well from both divisions. And I just wonder, is this race going to offer anything of a similarity as a finish?
I missed Jack Payne because I was checking penalties.
Yeah.
I don't think Venoms is running any penalties either.
D Castle 23 says woohoo. So
and Jack has come out.
Don't know how to reply to that, but a woohoo to you too. But thanks for joining us, buddy.
Jack has come out probably about 3 seconds behind Kai. 2.4.
Yeah. Right, so this now is going to be a fight to the finish, surely, as Kai has to be going to the end.
He has his 3 second advantage as well. Don't we have that for penalties?
Yeah. But Jack is going to be so much quicker on these fresher prime tyres.
Any battles going behind? Venoms, Wayne Hammer and Jism all align astern here. Riffmaster just up the road.
Right, so the battle at the minute between these two guys, but do not count anybody else out of it just yet. Ninja Penguin.
Wayne's coming out. Venoms, he's going up the inside. But again, the second DRS zone, is it going to come into play?
There is the Ferrari tucking right up behind the Williams, looking to attack.
It's definitely going to come into play right now.
And there's Jism as well in the background. The Williams looking for points as well.
Outside line again.
Here comes the Ferrari around the outside. Is he going to make
Hold
it
that
stick?
there. He's closed him off. Lovely from Wayne there.
Beautifully
He's cut
closing
him
the
off.
door there by the Force India. And a well executed defensive move there by Wayne Hammer. Brilliantly clean driver as well, with great driver awareness.
And then Jism, the ever just always there.
Yeah. Jism as well having a very good race, and he is all over the gearbox of that Ferrari.
And to be fair to him, he has not got as many penalties as Friday.
Yeah, I think he is very sneakily got a lot of practice as Riffmaster
Riffmaster's
peels
going
away
in the pits
into the
there.
pits, and the Venoms runs wide at the last turn and gives the place to the Williams of Jism as he moves up into 7th position.
He's a little pest, Jism.
Yeah, but a very
always there.
very well executed overtake there. He was pouncing and waiting for any mistake made, and the Ferrari driver ran wide. Now what has Riffmaster
2 seconds.
as Shag is in the pits as well for his final run, and he is back on the prime tyres until the end. And we and Wayne Hammer now under threat
Jism's
from Jism as well. Down
God,
the straight,
Jism's fine
here
at the
comes
moment,
Jism as he is now really putting himself into contention. Obviously, again, Wayne Hammer on the prime tyres, so these
And of
option
course,
tyres now really starting to come into play. Down the
I have experience
inside,
against Jism on Friday. He's really quick on this last stint
Yeah.
of options.
beautifully executed manoeuvre. Is Wayne Hammer going to be able to come back at him? I don't think he's going to have the pace, to be quite
He's
honest.
a little bit too far behind. Oh, he might not be.
But he has the speed down the inside. Is it going to hold?
He should.
Oh, a little bit
didn't
of a
touch,
wheel
they
rub
didn't-
between two.
They didn't touch.
Managed to get away, and that was beautifully avoided. And
Those option
Wayne
tyres
Hammer
just
now
giving
has
them
put
over.
himself back into the clutches of Venoms. Venoms
One
is
shop has paid for options. Penguin has leaped him in the pits. He's coming out side by side.
oh, and what an exit here is going to be, and who's going to get it? It is
One chop's got it. Oh, he's coming for it.
One chop side by side. Oh, this is close. This is really close. What an exit from the Williams, and
if
the
I was
McLaren driver
Penguin, I was.
didn't give up.
Ooh.
Little tip there, and that was a fantastic battle there by them two drivers. Brilliant driver awareness by the two of them, side by side at its
I think
finest.
Kai's been on his prime.
And here comes the
for
McLaren
about
now again, up the inside. It looks like he's got the speed.
11 laps, I
DRS
think the
wide
leader's been
open.
on primes.
Harden the brakes and up the inside, clips the apex, and he has made it stick beautifully now.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry for
Here
jumping over
comes
you
the
there. There's someone
Williams.
commented.
From the second DRS
Commented.
zone.
I think Kai's been on the primes for about 11 laps. 12 laps now. He's taken them to the end.
Oh, and Ninja Penguin just managing to hold on to third position. What a battle from these two guys, and great respect from both drivers. Brilliant driver awareness, and that was wheel-to-wheel action at its very, very finest indeed. D. Castle says, thank you. You guys are doing a fantastic job. So cheers, buddy. We appreciate that. That is
Yeah, the
obviously
guy
our,
below
that
I
is
answered that. and
obviously
Jack is,
our aim. So we're glad, and hopefully
be
you're
fair,
enjoying it.
unless Jack's whipped up any more penalties, he's going to win this race.
Aye, 1.2 seconds
He's
now
got more
behind the
pace
leader.
than Kai. Obviously, you got to overtake him first.
Evil Assassin 88 says, hey, so
Hey,
hello to you, buddy. Thank you for joining us. Welcome.
I believe we're in a lap. It feels like we've been going for like 100 laps.
Yeah, this race has been full of action from the very, very start.
And to be fair, apart from the odd 1 or 2 incidents, it's been fairly clean.
Yeah. Actually, Beast, while I actually have you here now, and while we actually have viewers, just in case, as I won't be here on Sunday, are you available to stream this race on Sunday?
I believe so.
Right.
I don't think I'm doing anything next weekend.
Right,
And I think
and here
might be
comes
moves
Ninja
him.
Penguin under threat from one chop as he
undercut.
very, very late
No
on
way.
the brakes and
Oh, and I
under
think he got the
braking.
DRS as well.
McLaren has gone back at him, and what a fantastic
That's a
awareness manoeuvre there by the McLaren driver. He knew
No,
the Williams,
Williams
was
got
going
the DRS.
Oh, he's run out of space though. Beautifully defended by the McLaren driver. He knew
Yeah, yeah. I
that one
probably
chop
will stream
ran
it,
too
so.
deep and undercut him into the left-hander. That was a beautiful manoeuvre. Yeah, what is...
You forgot what you were saying. There's
what
so
is
much going
your,
on now.
What is your Twitch...
ibeast V. Same as my game attack.
Right. Evil Assassin says, what diff you're playing? To be a little bit more precise.
I'm guessing might be what console or something like that. And Jism going up the inside. Oh, he's going up for it. Oh, he's pulled out of it.
And Kai has been passed by Jack, and Kai is coming back at Jack now. This is going to be a battle.
There's so much going on this
side
track.
by side, and you can see the back marker just ahead of them. And who's going to get into this first?
Shag.
Ooh,
That'll be Shag.
It's going to be a little bit of contact.
there.
Oh, and this is
Shag
very,
could come into
very
play
close.
here for his team. I believe it's Shag in front of him.
Calvin Boy Con says, whereabouts is this person from in Ireland? And if you're speaking about me, I am from Donegal. Well, originally I'm from Limerick, but I live in Donegal. So, if that answers your question, I hope it does.
There is battles everywhere on this track at the moment.
Evil Assassin says, I'm new in this game. Obviously, you know it is 2015 Formula 1. This is an online league.
You got Jack versus Kai, Penguin versus One Chop, Venoms versus Jism, and Luke, and Wayne Hammer.
This is action from the very, very start to the very, very finish.
I don't know what's going to happen here. We've got 11 laps left. And Kai's got a nice run out of the
Boy
last
Con says, are you near Convoy? I am about...
Kai's going up the inside.
An hour away from Convoy, as far as I'm aware. I'm not up there very often,
still
but
going at
as far as I'm aware, that's how far away I am from it. It's about an hour. I live in the south of Donegal, closer to
Kai's.
Sligo.
There's a tidy little battle going on for first place here again. Kai's on the outside.
Look at this wheel-to-wheel action. Kai biding his time.
And shut the door on him.
Jack really, really being a little bit feisty, making sure that he leaves no opportunity for Kai to attack.
Might as well. I'm having one more look at it. Race director.
Evil Assassin says, yeah, Calvin, this game is on sale at £12, but the reason for it is because I'm sure you were aware, F1 2016 is on its way out very, very soon. So obviously, clever guys at Microsoft are going to want to push this game out as much as possible, and if they can make a few quid in the process, they will do so, because they do know, I'm sure at this stage, nobody's going to pay big money for this game, so they're going to slash the price as much as they can to try and get a few suckers to buy it. But if anybody is wise enough that hasn't bought it already, I'm sure you'll understand there's no point buying it now. As I said, it will be a month or two at the very most before F1 2016
Jack
comes out.
has
so
picked up another 9 seconds of penalties.
Oh, and maybe
He's
if
up to 3, 6, 9.
maybe if Kai keeps pressurising him like this, he could force him into
21
a DSQ.
seconds. Kai is technically winning by... He's got 4 attempts on him.
Evil Assassin says, yes, I play on Xbox One, and that's exactly what we are on as well, Xbox One, so you are on the same platform as we are on.
Kai has a 12-second lead at the moment.
Calvin says, how do you play in F1 leagues? Evil, the next date for the F1 2016 game has not yet been thoroughly confirmed. If you do go onto Codemasters' website, codemasters.com, they have just announced that the game will be released this summer, and as I'm aware of my seasons, August is not the summer, so the only months of summer that are left is June and July, and I don't think the game might be perfectly ready for June, so maybe possibly the end of June or probably mid-July, I'd say, so hopefully. Yeah, Evil, you can join if you have the F1 2015 game. That is absolutely no problem. You can get on board. As I said, jump onto our Facebook page at Dynamic Racing League is the name of it, and send us an invite.
Out of the way.
And
just to let you know,
we will get you in. I'm watching this battle anyway. We'll get you into our league.
Yeah.
We have 2 leagues we run.
Chisholm's coming up. Venom's gone at the inside.
I'll have a look at that.
Great respect from these two. Just a little tap.
Ooh. And one Luke is now on the action as well. Calvin asks, how do we run the F1 leagues? How do you play in the F1 leagues?
How do you run it?
Well, if that is a question of how you join us, as I said, we have an official website. It is www.dynamicracingleague.com. Unfortunately, at the very minute, it is under maintenance as it has a few technical errors, but it is being rectified as soon as possible. But until then, you can join us at our Facebook page, Dynamic Racing League.
Yeah, you just ask, can you text it? The fix. Oh,
I will.
Well, I'll post links. Are you doing it? Fair play. I'll keep an eye on the action because there's so much going on this track at the moment.
So that is the Facebook page, guys.
Lead.
Just jump on there and send us an invite, and one of our admins will accept you, and we can then get you in. As to your question, Calvin, we run 2 leagues. GP2 runs on a Friday night. That is headed by the admin, which is me, Im Da Stig. Division 1 is run on a Sunday night, as you're watching now, which is run by one Luke 9, who is also the owner of the whole outfit. As the way we do run it is that on joining our divisions, we test during practice sessions during the week to see how quick you are. If you are ultimately as super fast, then obviously you would be too quick for GP2, so we try and find a space in Division 1 for you. If not, we will seed you in GP2. I will give you and assign you a car. We run a 3 up 3 down system of relegation promotion. If you finish in the top 3 of GP2 at the end of the season, you will be promoted to Division 1.
And Chisholm's overtaken Venom.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. At the end of the season, you will be, as I said, you'll be promoted to Division 1. In the new season then of Division 1, if you can manage to go on, be lucky enough to go on and win Division 1, you will be rewarded with a cash prize, which will be sent to you through a PayPal account. So a very, very good incentive indeed to come join us here at the DRL. And
shout out
race
to Venom, the one chop, still not running any penalties whatsoever.
Fantastic, well done to 2 guys. Yeah, Calvin, you will be practicing all week. That's perfectly fine. As I said, Im Da Stig is my own name. Just take out the underscores and leave the spaces, and you will get my gamer tag.
Yeah, we run countless practice sessions through the week.
Yeah, as I said,
like the Facebook page.
The best thing to do is like our Facebook page, send us an invite to join, and as I said, all the drivers who are obviously will be on the Facebook page throughout the week will be posting up when they are online for practice lobbies and stuff like that, so you can jump in, and even yourself you can stick up posts on the website, on the Facebook page, and ask any drivers if they're available for practices, which they mostly are between Division 1 and Division 2, so you always will at some stage have drivers online that will be practicing for the next race the following week coming. So obviously, as I said, the more practice you do, the better, so obviously the other drivers can see just how good you are. As I said, the only rules that we do run is that we run strict rules, which can be a little bit tricky for some drivers, but it is the best way to go. Makes everybody a better driver, and it looks for a better watch and better races. Here comes Luke now in the Ferrari, looking for his 7th place around the outside, and that is beautiful manoeuvre done by the McLaren driver, and it's not the first time that these guys have been side by side on track, and that is a beautiful move indeed.
And a shout out to Luke that's still running.
And Luke finally, as I said, breaking the duct of his bad luck runs for the last 7 races, managing to stay with everything. And
hopefully now we don't jinx
Venom's getting very close to the back of that McLaren. As I said, one Luke 9, if you can hit him up his gamer tag, which I will put up for you now. For anybody
and another
that
shout
wants
out to there only been 1 disqualification in this race.
One Luke 9, as you can see, that is the gamer tag of the Division 1 head and
Who's
the
currently,
DRL
you're
owner.
currently on board with him.
I'm the Stig, which is my own one. I am the Division 2 head. Not the owner, just the Division 2 head. X Riffmaster X, which is in the race at the minute in the Ferrari, is another admin. He looks after our website. And then you have Shag, who is also running at the minute in 10th place in the Mercedes, is another admin who looks after the drivers. And he will steer you in the right direction. So there are our admins.
I'm amazed that there hasn't been many more disqualifications. There's so many penalties.
And Calvin says he has messaged the page, so that is perfectly fine. We will get on the page afterwards, and we will get anyone that has to wants to join the page in. And as I said, we will even if you can't get hold of an admin, just get on, join, add as many drivers as you can on Xbox, and all the drivers are pretty friendly and will gladly help any of the newcomers out during the week and get you in to race
One
and
chop's all over the
practice.
back over Penguin again.
We'll jump to that.
And if Kai's not careful, he will not win this race.
Yeah, no, lap 50 we are on at the minute, and 5 laps
He's
to go.
losing a heap of time.
One chop getting very close to the back of that McLaren, and a brilliant battle these two guys are having.
Let me just top 3, 6, 12, 15. He's only got an 8-turn lead. Jack's going to win this race.
Ooh. Evil Assassin says he liked the page, so thanks you for that, buddy. And
Kai's
there goes Jack.
He's got no grip
Jack
left though.
has been disqualified.
Kai's got no grip.
Ooh.
He just went straight on at the last corner.
Kai now coming up to the back of his teammates. Surely he has to
And
move out of the way. And Shag is going to be in a
forget-
lot of trouble for this. If he doesn't move, he surely has to be under blue flags. He has to
One
move.
chop can win this race.
Oh, that is naughty stuff from Shag. He needs to move out of the way very soon.
The grip. He's just got no grip. He can't get past him.
Has Shag retaken his position back from Kai?
Has Kai given up?
Oh, that's what it must have been. I think.
For some reason, Kai's just gone really slow at the first part of the straight.
Yeah. So as we said, Calvin, there is no actual time for practice.
I'm
Pretty much
sorry, but
whenever you want.
I think One Chop's won this race.
And it could be very
He's got
possible
no-
indeed.
He's got no grip, and he has 15 seconds of penalties versus none.
4 laps to go. So how many positions is Kai going to lose at this rate?
And of course, Ninja has the same amount of 5 seconds more penalties.
Yeah. So answering your question, Calvin, when do we practice? There is absolutely no definitive time to practice. Whenever you want, basically. It's whenever you can get guys online, which, as I said, usually during the week there is at some stage of the day always somebody online. As I said, join our Facebook page, and whenever you feel free that you want to practice, just stick up a post and somebody will be guaranteed to get back to you at some stage and jump online into a lobby with you to practice. As I said, we are in Australia next week.
You really should go on board with him. He is struggling.
I am on board with Kai at the minute, yeah.
in.
I am on board with Kai, yeah.
Go on. Go out of broadcast, go on board with him. He's really struggling.
Right, we will look. Kai is definitely struggling indeed.
What's happened to Venoms? Venoms is at the side of the track for some
Kai
reason.
is all over the place. Right.
What
Ninja
is going
Penguin
on at the end of this
to-
race?
Ninja Penguin up to second. One Chop now in third.
But Penguin's got
Riffmaster in
tons of more
fourth
penalties.
position.
He needs. If he gets 4 seconds at the end of this race, he's won it. In the last
Jism up
3
to
laps.
fifth. One Luke is up
What
to
is got?
sixth.
Something's happened to Venoms.
Wayne Hammer seventh. Must have a Shag is in eighth. Pure Venoms is out of fuel.
At this early, Jesus.
That Ferrari looks like he has run out of fuel.
It's going to be exactly the same as last week. He needs 4 seconds in the last 4 laps.
What is that for? What is wrong with that Ferrari?
He seems to have picked up the pace now. He's just taking 7 temps out of him. Penalties are coming back to bite someone
No, he's not out of
again.
fuel because he's put on the power again.
No, I just said he's gone back on the power.
So what is happening to Venoms?
Let's have a quick check on the penalties. The last... What a race. Hopefully One Shop hasn't picked up any penalties.
Up to 37 viewers now, so thank you for all the guys that have joined us for the
Venoms
race.
has picked up his first penalty.
Oh. When will you upload it on websites with the chance to join? As I said, Paul, you can join anytime you wish. Just as I said, our official website is unfortunately down for technical errors at the minute under maintenance, so it hopefully will not be too far longer before it's back up and running. But mostly all the action does happen on our Facebook page, so just like our Facebook page, Dynamic Racing League, and get in contact with myself, and I will get you a car.
He's under the 15-second.
I will get you a car in GP2 and you can practice and get your practice underway, and as soon as you start practicing during the week and I have a car assigned to you, you are in. It's as easy as that. Get your practice under your belt for Australia for next Friday and you are good to go.
Kai is running 15 seconds of penalties, that's why he's not winning this race anymore. Penguin is running 21 seconds of penalties, but he'll still finish third at the moment.
2 laps to go here,
and then One Chop's got
now.
no penalties whatsoever.
So One Chop, the cleanest driver on the track, again for 2 weeks running. Evil Assassin said it looks great. Yep, thanks, buddy. We are trying our best for it to look as good as possible.
He's got no grip whatsoever.
This is gonna be. Kai is just absolutely nursing this Mercedes home.
As we said earlier in this race, 2 stops will make you very slow at the end of the race.
Yeah. And it looks to be, as you said, Beast, it looks to be as if Kai has unfortunately reached the cliff.
They've taken 18.2 seconds out of him in 5 laps.
Whoa. Paul says he has liked the page. That's good, Paul. That's perfect, buddy. As I said, give us a chance after the race. It'll either be this evening or tomorrow, and one of our admins, including myself, will get you in and we'll have a chat with you. I'll probably send you a message tomorrow some stage once I have a look at the cars available and give you a car, assign you a car, and you can start then practicing in it during the week with the guys.
I just realised something. The Williams is going to win again.
Yeah, 10.9 seconds is now the gap.
Yeah, and he only had a 15-second penalty, didn't he?
Oh, so One Chop, obviously, from being the cleanest driver, is now putting himself in a contention to win this race in Abu Dhabi. We are left with 1 lap to go after this one, and it looks to be as if One Chop is finally going to get the dream that he wanted, that he couldn't get last week, that was snatched from him just at the end of the lap.
And to be fair to Riff, he's only got 3 seconds, I believe.
Riff Master as well, also very clean. Luke now very, very close here with 1 lap to go. Luke can still steal anything from 5th to 4th position.
I can't believe that. 20.6 seconds they've taken out of him.
Another newcomer, Wishy Wazzy 1973 says, nice looking game. Are the driving physics in the game similar to Forza?
No.
This is very, very, very close. We have a 3-way battle here for 4th position with just 1 lap to go.
And and the McLaren's got McLaren outside and inside overtake. Oh my god!
Over this 3-way battle as we have it in. Oh my goodness me!
Yeah, this is really good on the controller.
Ryan Paskin asks, is this easy to control using Xbox controller? Obviously, Ryan, I don't have a steering wheel, but from our experience, we do know that obviously a steering wheel is obviously the best way to go. But yes, with the physics of the new Xbox One controller, even though the quality of the controller is not great, but yeah, most of us do run with controllers, and it is pretty easy to use. Obviously, it depends on the setups that you use for your car. But in general, it is, yeah, 1 lap to go, and it's a 3-way battle for 4th position. But yeah, Ryan, answer your question, it is pretty easy to use on a controller, so worth having. Wishy's question, are the driving physics similar to Forza? Oh, and there's been contact, Luke's been hit. Oh my goodness me.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the front three.
You watching. Oh, very, very unlucky indeed.
I believe the top 3 will be One Chop, Kai, Penguin, in that order.
Jism has been disqualified.
So
one Luke now up to 5th.
I missed
Wayne Hammer right behind with 1 lap to go.
As Kai's coming up to the final corners, but he hasn't won the race.
Struggling. He's going to cross the line in 1st position, but according to Beast's calculations,
obviously
he's not going to win. Yeah, Wishy, to answer your question, no disrespect to Forza, but this is totally different. Definitely does not have the same physics. This tends to be, from our experience,
One Chop has won the race.
One of the best driving experiences in a driving game that you will come across. And old
One
legend
Chop
Killer
Kai
says,
Ninja
yo.
in that order.
So, yo, how you doing? And as you can see, as the calculations made by Beast are very, very correct.
My driver today
unfortunately did cross the line, but unfortunately
Luke's
didn't win the race. One Chop has taken the win. Ryan, our Facebook page is called Dynamic Racing League.
What has happened to Venoms as well?
And what a race. And I have to say as well, hats off to Luke, who has finally, as you can see, a little victory dance across the line, has finally broken his bad luck duct and crossed the line to take 5th position. So well done to Luke. He's finally done it. From 7 brutal races, he's got what he wanted to do. So as we watch the cars come around to finish off their race, we will just have a quick interview with the 3 podium finishers.
I'd wait until the race is actually finished first. Some reason, what has happened to Venoms?
This is the F1 Division League, Calvin. The F1 Division League runs on a Sunday night and the GP2 runs on a Friday night. So this is the F1 you've watched. And this is the 1st season of the DRL League. What is wrong with Venom's car? Why? I'd love to have a word with Venoms to see exactly.
He's 3 laps down now.
Yeah.
Just stop that, unless he's been distracted or something.
Which is a bit of a shame because he was.
And now he's getting no points.
He was running very well. So there you can see it. It's again as it was on Friday night. Again, it's an all-white podium. And a brilliant win for One Chop, who has finally, after last week's disaster of having a victory stolen right from under his nose, has managed this time to keep his nose absolutely clean and pick up no penalties whatsoever, which in the height of respect is needed to take victory finally for Williams in a brilliant display here at Abu Dhabi. So as you can see, One Chop the winner from Kai in the Mercedes, who just pips Ninja Penguin in the McLaren. So we have a double Scottish finish on the podium.
7 finishers overall.
And we will have a quick interview with the 3 guys very shortly to get their view on the race. Riffmaster in the Ferrari, as you can see, coming in 4th. One Luke, as we've praised, finally after 7 brutal races,
finished a race,
manages to come home with 5th place with some great points. So well done to him and McLaren. Wayne Hammer losing more points again to the Mercedes of Kai, so he's dented his chances in his championship battle with the Mercedes driver, finishing ahead of Pure Venoms, ahead of Spiky Slong and Original XT, who all did not finish. So, as we now will speak to the three guys. Are they all in?
Yep, I invited them as soon as they were finished.
Well, One Chop is in and Ninja is in. I know that much. Is Kai in?
Kai is in as well. Yep.
All right, so we will jump straight into it. So, congratulations, guys. 1, 2, and 3. A fantastic race from start to finish from all of you. And particularly a battle that was raging between the Mercedes of Kai and the newcomer Jack and Toro Rosso, and another battle, a fantastic one from start to finish between the Williams of One Chop and Ninja Penguin, who were just absolutely wheel to wheel the whole way. So congratulations firstly to One Chop. Well done, buddy. You have finally done it. What was, as we said, robbed from literally under your nose by a millisecond last week in Brazil.
I bet you didn't.
You have finally.
I bet you didn't even think you won.
You finally crossed the line, and as Beast has said exactly, you probably didn't even know that you had a win in the bag, but you have done it, and you've done it in style with absolutely no points, penalties collected at all during the race. So well done, and if you can give us your thoughts, I'm sure you're well delighted with your result.
Yeah, it's finally happened. A win. I knew Ninja Penguin had a penalty.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. You've all got your audio included, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, should be there.
Yeah. All right, work away.
Always best to double check.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying, I knew Ninja had Penguin had penalties. How many? Obviously, I didn't know, but I knew if I was within the 3-second gap, I was taking second. But I didn't realise first was in the bag till the boys had said at the end. So I'll take it.
Any secret as to how you managed to creep around Abu Dhabi 55 times, as we said, wheel to wheel, absolutely wheel, no closer as you could have gotten in any way with Ninja most of the way from start to finish, and not pick up a single penalty?
I don't know, because I was practicing earlier in the week and I was lap 10 I was disqualified with penalties, so to be honest I don't know how I did it.
Well, as we must say, the highlight of that race, and I'm sure pressure was definitely trickling down the back of both your necks when it happened, but definitely the highlight of the race for us was to see you exiting that pit lane at full speed, side by side with Ninja, and the two of you careered into the following turns side by side the whole way and gave each other plenty of room and still battle wheel to wheel. You must have been absolutely planking it side by side as the speed that you came out.
Yeah.
I
didn't even know it was there.
You two had probably the best battle I've seen so far in this DRL. You and oh my god, you gave so much room between each other as well. Apart from one crash.
Yeah.
But yeah, a brilliant race, man. As I said, obviously a bit of a shock to come near the end. Obviously you mightn't have known what was happening ahead of you, but as I said, congratulations again. You finally got your win that you had robbed from you last week. But all in all, first and second in 2 weeks is a pretty outstanding result for you, and for I'm sure you're happy as well for Williams. So it's a lot of points collected and a step in the right direction towards your fight, obviously, in the championship against the Mercedes. So well done for that, and hopefully we get to see a third week running in Australia next week from yourself. So well done, One Chop.
Driver of the day as well.
Cheers.
If you want to, I'll hand it over to you, Beast. If you want to have a few words with Ninja, or with Kai. Sorry, it's Kai who finished second. Yeah. So if you want to ask a few questions.
What were you thinking when you paid for your primes?
I could go to the end. I've completely forgot at the end that I had penalties and I had minus 50 fuel with 2 laps to go.
I wonder why you were going so slow towards the end of the race. It just looked like you had no grip.
I was just trying to get to the end and then I forgot I had the penalties, which is when somebody said that One Chop had actually won.
I was watching your penalties, Brill. I knew Jack would probably get disqualified because he was pushing his limits as well.
So
I got all my penalties at the same corner.
I take it from that reaction then, Kai, that even though you knew you had penalties, you weren't actually aware that One Chop was clean.
One Chop hadn't basically
was going to steal the win from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were celebrating across the line, weren't you? I saw that.
Well, he said like 2-3 laps from the end that he had no penalties. And obviously, I didn't think that he had no penalties at the end when I was just trying to save
Coasting,
my tyres
yeah.
and my fuel.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I
But,
literally thought you
yeah.
ran out. I thought you ran out of grip because you ran wide on the last corner
Oh yeah, then I did. I lost the
when
back end. And
Jack got disqualified.
what when Shag went past me?
Yeah, and then Shag wouldn't let you back through.
Yeah, I did lose it, and yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, still a good second place, and after a good battle with Jack as well, who actually seemed to be quite a match for yourself. I'm sure that was a bit of a distraction for yourself, as you're usually used to pulling away in the distance out in front. But it looked to be a little bit of a thorn in your side. But eventually, he ran out of road as well with too many penalties. So I'm sure you were glad to see the back of him.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, if I did a free stop and was next to each other all the race, it would have been interesting.
Yeah.
But the only way I would have got close to him was by doing a 2-stop because of where I was
Because
at
of-
the start of the race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say about that. Your poor start cost you.
Yeah.
Mm.
But nonetheless, man,
You were already down.
yeah, a terrific second place from yourself, and again, obviously, 18 more points to heap onto your lead and distance yourself from your nearest challenger, Wayne Hammer. So I'm sure you'd be happy with that, and obviously more points for Mercedes for the constructors as well. So well done, man, on a great race as well, and congratulations on a second. Unluckily for yourself, as I'm saying, you obviously what's happened to you is obviously what happened to One Shop last week, and had the win just
Karma.
stolen from just under your nose. So I'm sure One Shop can sympathise with you in some way, but on the other hand, I'm sure he probably doesn't care at this stage because he finally got his win that he was so dearly chasing. But so congratulations to you, man. Well done in second place. Finally, we'll jump on to our third place finisher for McLaren, Ninja Penguin. Congratulations on third place, man. Another brilliant and obviously consistent start from yourself off the line, straight up to second place and battling from the very start. A great start off the line, and as we said, a constant wheel-to-wheel battle with the Williams of One Shop, which I'm sure must have been a pain in your backside for a lot of the race because it just seemed like you were tit for tat the whole way, and probably was destroying a bit of your strategy that you probably wanted to use. But in the end up, he just about got the better of you, and you still managed to get a good third place for yourself and from McLaren. So a few of your own thoughts, if you don't mind, on how your race was.
Yeah, well, my aim was to just finish the race because I hadn't actually had any practice for this track. I didn't know the strategy and I couldn't get a rhythm going. So my aim was to stay with anyone I could that I knew was slightly faster, and I suddenly managed to keep wheel to wheel with One Shop and felt like I should just try and keep there even if I had to back off a little just to keep my tyres.
Yeah.
And it kind of
And-
worked out in the end.
And to be fair to you, you had the best overtake of the race. It was amazing. I've got it recorded because Stig didn't see it.
Which one was that?
Second DRS zone where you went round the outside, stuck on the inside, and pushed him out.
I kind of remember.
Yeah.
It's all a bit
I have it
blurred right
recorded,
now.
so
Another
if you wanna
manoeuvre
watch
as
it
well
back.
that we did catch on the stream, which was fantastic by all three cars, which was where One Shop went on the outside of turn one, you went on the inside of turn one, and the both of you overtook the Mercedes of Shag, who was stuck
Yeah,
right
I
in the middle,
remember that.
which was an absolutely fantastic manoeuvre, and well done by all three drivers for awareness and room and manoeuvring. It was just
Tell you what.
absolutely brilliant to watch, and as we said again,
That
the side-by-side
Whole
action that
race.
was with you and One Shop as he came out of the pits, which I'm sure you seen him because you were approaching him from the back, was
Yeah, that
absolutely
was my main aim.
fantastic.
When I had done the undercut, I was constantly watching my track map to see where he was. And when I was going around the first corner, I saw his name flash below my car, and it was just pushing the limits on those first two corners as much as I could. And I enjoyed that battle when he came out of the pits.
the whole
Yeah.
race was absolutely
Yeah.
well driven by everyone. A few little incidents, but nonetheless.
Yeah,
Well driven
brilliant
by
stuff
everyone.
the whole way up and down the grid. So yeah, congratulations, man, to yourself, 3rd place, and again to our 3 podium finishers. Well done on a brilliant race, and obviously, of course, to the rest of the drivers that took place who also gave us battles up and down the field. So not to forget them as well. So well done to everybody. Thank you
to Luke for finishing the race.
Yeah, well done to Luke as well, who I think needs
and Riftmaster for being another clean driver as well.
Yeah. I think Luke needs a podium all on his own this time for this finish, which I'm sure he'll get a lot of stick from, especially from Riftmaster, who likes to ruffle his feathers a lot. So I'm sure he'll get a lot of applause for that. Big massive shout out to all our viewers, which we must say topped the biggest amount of viewers that we've had so far since the start of the DRL League. So we do
36 or something like that.
37 viewers tonight. So and a lot of comments, a lot of positive feedback from all our viewers, which we are very happy indeed to hear about. As we said, tune in next Friday night is the GP2 division in Australia. It will kick off at 8:30 p.m. and Mustafa Shag will be the streamer, along with Riffmaster, who will be co-commentating and co-stewarding along with himself, and of course Ninja Penguin if he is available.
Who's making his return?
And as we said, so thank you to everybody who has commented on our feed tonight. We enjoyed all the feedback. We hope that you've enjoyed the race.
See you lot on Friday.
It was brilliant from start to finish. And as Beast has said, we hope to see you again back here at 8:30 on Friday night for our Australian Grand Prix in the GP2 division. So from everybody here at DRL, from myself, Im Da Stig, from my co-commentator and big helper, ibeast.
And don't forget, I'm running the stream on Sunday next week.
As for next Sunday, this stream will not be available from my feed, as I will not be available, unfortunately. So my co-commentator ibeast will be streaming from his page for just next week only. So we hope to catch you for that one as well, again for the F1 division next Sunday as well. But until then, and until next Friday night, thank you to everyone that has joined us. Yeah, what is your Twitch name actually, Beast, while we're here?
ibeast V.
ibeast V, so simple as that.
Yeah. Same as
ibeast with 2 T's and V at the end, so simple as that. So until then, until next Friday night as well, we will hope to see you all back again. Thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed it, and as much as we have enjoyed streaming it, and obviously giving you a good memorable race to remember. So until then, and from all of us here at DRL, thank you for joining, and good night, and have a good one. Bye bye.